The Discord thing. Let me do
How's your
that.
week been while you set that up?
Oh, it's been pretty alright, pretty good. Just normal. I just been binge watching all of the. Oh, I'll talk about it later on, but just a lot of
No worries.
TV
Is my
on
mic good
Netflix. Yeah, sounds
as
fine.
well? Okay.
Sounds all good. I think we're
Sweet.
live. Yeah, it looks like we're live. Okay, so we're going to talk about JJK and other big news updates. So yeah, JJK season 3, episode 5 of part 1 of the Cullen Games. So last week it was a pretty eventful week with Marky going crazy on the Zanning clan. But this week's episode is a little bit different. We are sort of following different characters this week. So what did you think about like this episode overall?
Well, after last week's episode, I really didn't know what to expect,
Oh yeah.
and I'm happy that the tone shifted slightly because I didn't, they couldn't just add another like 10 out of 10. And the way this episode started off was interesting. We got a bit of a backstory of Panda
Oh yeah.
and who created him,
Yeah,
and we just killed that dude straight off.
pretty
He
much.
just dies. The creator dies like that. Interesting. Okay, and then we see this guy implanted memories of this woman's son into a doll as
Yep.
well, and then I don't know if that will play. It might do a callback later on in the season or something, because there's no way they would just show this as a one-off and not bring it back up again later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all interesting, fascinating. And then we get to see the main dudes again. We
Yeah.
get to see Yuji again, and that was awesome.
All right.
And Shigoro. And
That's
then you see
yeah.
them wear their freaking Naruto costume. That was actually kind of sick. I can't lie, because I see them as like similar characters, Yuji and Naruto.
Oh yeah.
So him putting on the orange jumpsuit, that was sick. And then he goes into the Fight Club. What's the first rule of Fight Club? Don't talk about Fight Club. What's the second rule of Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. That's a nice callback to that. Um, and then the fake fight between Panda and Yuji, which is kind of funny because that was kind of like still frames, like a PowerPoint presentation, but it doesn't matter because it was a fake fight anyway. And then we got to see the guy everyone was looking for, who they need help with for this
Hakari.
Culling Game arc.
Yeah.
And what a damn character, dude! That guy just oozes aura.
Our
And
boy
then you have,
Roro Noro Zoro.
oh yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ends, dude. Okay, I was okay waiting weekly, right? But then when this episode ended, I'm like, no, I need next episode now, dude. I can't wait
Yeah.
a week. That was sick. It was just so sick, dude.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I liked the episode as well. Of course, there are some things to criticize, but overall, it was a pretty great episode. But I think we'll talk about it scene by scene. So, the first scene was, of course, the scene with. Gosh, I forgot the dude's name. What was his name again? Glasses Man.
That's a nice name, to be fair.
Glasses Man. I forgot his
Glasses,
name.
man.
But yeah, no, it's Yagi. That's it, Yagi. His name was Yagi.
Now, have we seen Yagi before? I'm sure we have,
Yeah, he
right?
was
In
in
the first
season 1.
season.
He was the guy who trained Yuji in episode 2 of
Right,
season
okay,
1.
yeah. Because it happens so quickly. You get introduced to so many different characters so quickly. It's like they're so forgettable because of that.
This is my big problem about this part of the episode is that I wish that they had extended these chapters of
Yes,
Yagi
yeah.
because this is literally the manga. They pretty much adapted it one to one, but I do wish that Marpa had added extra scenes of Yagi, got to
Right,
know
yeah.
more of him. But, he has this fight with the principal at Kyoto, and you don't even see the fight. It's just they're about to duke it out, and then it just cuts to him attacked on the floor. I do like how it gives off that mystery, to the principle of Kyoto's powers. You don't really know too much about this
Yeah,
dude.
because like we don't see that guy since season one, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, he does play the guitar. I remember that. I mean, cool, but it's like, is he meant to be like a Jiraiya and the guy from Dragon Ball Z, like, is it meant to be like these old characters, if you know what I'm saying, or is he just doesn't really have much importance to him? You know what I'm saying? Because with old characters in shows, specifically shonens, they have like huge importance. They're very strong, and this guy just seems a bit too mysterious. Seems a bit like a bad dude.
Yeah, I mean, the thing.
It's very
This is
weird.
actually the great thing about watching the anime, because I don't really remember what happens regarding this character at all. So
Whoa.
I really have no idea. I don't even know anything about what happens afterwards, you know. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about this guy, you know.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, from what I remember in season 1, he is kind of like that Jiraiya guy, but he's very unlikable. Like, I don't know, he was very jerky towards
Yeah.
Gojo, but again, Gojo was kind of being mean to him. He was basically saying how old he was and whether or not he was dead or not. So I suppose Gojo kind of, you know, triggered the dude at the time in
Yeah,
season
because
1.
this guy is putting society ahead of everyone else's like personal agenda. Like he's thinking of the well-being of like the human society and that. Because listen, I understand. I remember the scenes where he wanted to kill Yuji because he had a demon inside of him, and that's probably the right call to do. But if you're somebody like Gojo, who's super strong, right, and can take on anything, you're gonna defy that order. So I do remember and understand like those moments.
I honestly might have to
Um,
reread the manga just to remember what happens to him later on. But
but this
yeah,
here is like, you just kill this guy. He
yeah,
just straight up did something evil. He just killed this dude because he's doing like black magic or something,
pretty
like
much.
dark sorcery.
Yeah, so I
But
mean,
I
this
don't know.
scene was
Interesting.
emotional because you feel sorry for Panda, and you know Panda, and we all like Panda, but I didn't really feel much for Hikari. Not Hikari, sorry, Yagi.
The
You know,
sunglasses, dude.
yeah, he just died, and it's like, okay, on to the next scene, you know. But you feel sorry for Panda because you know the dude raised him and all that, you know. And I do like how
It's
Panda,
funny.
yeah, all you can say.
It's funny because like we are meant to have this emotional moment last episode as well with the what's that girl's sister who died and gave
Her name was Mai.
the Mai. We see more of Panda than Mai, you know, and Panda. We feel sorry for Panda because we've seen more scenes with Panda than Mai. So it's just that emotional beat should have hit me here as it should have like hit me then. You know, it's like
Yeah,
they just missed opportunities, I guess.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it was cool that Panda didn't end up killing. I mean, he could have killed the principal guy, but he
Could he? I
didn't.
don't know.
I don't know.
Is
Maybe
he
I
strong
don't know.
enough?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't know how strong Panda really is. That's another
Panda, is this
miss.
the same Panda from Tekken?
I don't know.
Because in Tekken you could play as a panda.
Oh, okay. It could be. Who knows? But yeah, after the first half, we just get straight into the meat and the potatoes of the series with Megami and our boy Yuji, you know, finding Hikari. And it gave me season 1 vibes of the three of the characters, Megami, Nobara, and Fushiguro, going on missions, you know?
Yeah, I miss those scenes, bro. It needs more of those slice of life moments. But this series just goes by too quickly. You hardly get to like catch your breath, man, because there's just so much action happening,
I will say there's a
so
lot
much
of
development.
very fluid scenes, like this one scene of
Oh,
Yuji, like
a
walking.
huge improvement from the previous seasons, man. It's so clean and so
Yeah,
good. And like the rail, that's just flexing right here. Like the railing where he's like
yeah.
lifting up and then it falls down. Like, bro, come on.
It's a really fluid scene right there. I
Yeah,
was watching Car TV and he was just going over and over, rewinding the scene,
it's
like the
so
reaction
good.
channel. Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, so the two of them go off and do their own thing. And you do have a lot of scenes of Yuji smiling, which is very it's cool to see because this boy hasn't smiled since the beginning of season 2 when he was fighting the bug, creature guy. I think.
Oh wait, are you on about the plant person?
Yeah, in season 2.
The bug dude. Are you talking about the person that Gojo kills?
Probably.
Where Gojo squashes the guy's body against the wall in the subway or
It
in
could be
like
him.
the underground. Was that person you're on about?
I was thinking about the bug.
The bug?
Character that he was fighting in the beginning of the Shibuya incident, but it could be that
I do
character.
not remember this. Okay.
Let me
It
see
might
if I
have
can.
happened. I've probably forgotten because
Yeah.
it's so long ago.
Well, Yuji ends up entering the quote-unquote fight club, and yeah, he's fighting Panda. This scene reminded me of Thor versus the Hulk in Ragnarok, where Yuji's just smiling, being like, "Yes, I get to fight this guy," you know.
Where Loki's in the conference room or whatnot, and he's watching Thor and Hulk fight, and he's like, that's what happens to me," or what, something like that.
Just kind of like the whole vibe of the two of them like duking it out, you know. It just sort of, when Panda just sort of walked in, Yuji smiling, it kind of reminded me of when Thor was like screaming, "Yes, I know this guy,"
Yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes, yeah.
just that
I
whole
know this
scene.
guy from work.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I get what you're saying. My bad.
And then yeah, the two of them pretty much fight, and it's all for show, but it's pretty well animated, you know. There's a lot of like really cool different
There
techniques.
is a lot of still frames,
Yeah, there is. I will say that. I did notice that as well. But they kind of
it doesn't matter.
they stylize it in a way that's kind of cool. Like particularly this one
because
scene.
it's a fake fight, you know. So
Yeah.
it's absolutely fine.
Yeah. I thought it was fun to watch, you know. It didn't really mean anything, you know. They didn't have to animate like all this as well, like.
That is also true.
So I'll give Marpa some props there. But yeah, then we get introduced to both Hikari and Kirara, who are two third-year students at JJ High. I think Hikari didn't he get, not fired, suspended from JJ High.
How old is a third year? If you don't mind me asking.
So Yuji
What's
and
that?
the gang are like 16 in the show, and then Maki and Yuta are 17, so they're gonna be 18.
So first year is 16, second year is 16, and then third year is 17, 18. Oh no, sorry. Wait. What year is Yuta in?
Yuta's second.
Second is Yuta, and Yuta is 17.
Yeah.
Okay. And this guy, third year, is 18 years old?
That's just basically what I'm going off, you know.
Okay. Oh no, but he missed a year. I remember that he missed a year. He had to redo a year, so he's 19 technically.
Possibly.
Right? And this guy's stronger than Yuta. Damn. Okay, I'm hyped, man. This character is very interesting.
Yuji does a little dance after defeating this one dude. And what else happens? He meets up with Kirara. I think Megami and Panda had a talk about who Kirara was. Apparently, Kirara was a boy at one point. This actually caused a bit of a controversy storm online.
Really? I completely missed that conversation. Wait, she was a dude before? I'd missed that.
It's this scene. So I think Panda says it's probably due to Kirara's technique, and then Megami says Kirara, and then I think is it Panda? No, it's Megami says, but the other third year was a guy, right? And then Panda says, yeah. And it's basically insinuating that Kirara was a dude, but decided to be a dudette.
I see.
Because the voice actor is actually a dude voicing Kirara. It's a man.
I can't lie, dude. I thought this was a female character the entire time.
No. It's a male character voicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that causing like a huge controversy with it back in the manga. I'm going to be honest with you. I've not seen anything in the anime with people being like any controversy with this character right now,
I don't know. It was
where
just
it's like first time anime
just like
appearance.
one
But manga,
post. It was just one post about someone. Let me just see if I can find it. Just this one post talking about Kirara as a character, and then people were just moaning about it. But it's Twitter, you know. It is what it is. I wouldn't take it too seriously.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just this one post right here. But anyway, moving on from all that. So after all of this, once I find the scenes, this is pretty much the final scene of the episode. So Yuji finally meets up with Hikari, and this scene was all one shot, you know, of the two of them just talking.
Oh, dude, why don't more anime like do this type of shot, dude? It's so nice and clean. This one shot take.
It was quite
No
different to the
cuts in
manga
between.
because the manga had different cuts to their faces, but the anime were like, nah, let's just do our own thing. Let's let it all be one shot, which is kind of cool. It gives it a very cinematic look and feel
I
to it.
I love the way Yuji is animated as well in this scene. He has no idea what this guy's talking about. He's like his head's fully empty, like, and he's just trying to play along. It's so good.
So he pretty
And then you
much,
see the
yeah,
phone ring, and he's like, "Oh,"
yeah,
and then you see the way that dude's animated, and like, "Oh, something's not right."
yeah,
Oh, it's so well done.
yeah. This whole scene of Hikari realizing that Yuji was sent by JJK, and he just gets really mad. It's such a fluid scene. They didn't have to go that
Uh,
hard.
I know. And then he's like shutting the door on him and whatnot. That's funny. Or the window or something. It looks like a subway door. Is what it looks like.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much how the episode ends. We do have like a preview for next week's episode. But yeah, that's it. Overall, great episode.
Dude, why does it have to end there? Right? He's
Yeah,
like, no, I need to ask you. Hell no, dude. He's like, hell no, I'm all iced out or something like that. Damn, dude, I wanted more. I needed more.
yeah. This is why I had to read the manga because I needed to know how it was all going to play out and all that. So, yeah.
So now I'm guessing for next week's episode, Yuji will have to play along to this guy's um rules and whatnot. Get like try and persuade him to join the Culling Games. So I want to see how that plays out. And I have a feeling that the comedy dude we saw in the previous episode is going to be tied into this subplot. I feel like.
Oh, you mean Tabata?
But I don't know his name, but the guy in the comedy store and he's like telling bad jokes or whatnot.
Yeah.
That guy. So I think he might be tied into this scam or whatever it is that guy's planning.
Who knows? Who
What's his
knows?
What's his name? I forgot.
Oh, Tabata.
No, this guy on the couch.
Oh, Hikari.
Hikari, yeah. Whatever Hikari's scheming, it might involve Tabata. Yeah.
Who
I could,
knows? Who
I could.
knows? Yeah. Just give me 2 minutes. You keep talking about your theories. I'll be right back.
Okay. Shadow Monarch, Dark Rain. What did you guys think of this episode? I'm Charlie, SCC, was it Charles CC? I wonder how many episodes are left. Does anyone know how many episodes are left for this season? What was this? Was this episode 6? Sort of halfway there. Damn, it was so good. Anyone here read the manga? I'm anime only, so I have no idea what's happening. And I don't want to be spoiled either, please. Also, you guys seen the Epstein stuff? That shit's crazy. Seven episodes are left. Nah. 7 episodes, dude. Because usually what I do is that I binge watch it all. I wait till the entire season's out, then I watch it in one go. But waiting weekly for it, and there's only 7 left. That's too much for me. Too much for me to take. When this season ends, shall I read the manga or shall I stay anime only? Whole of season 3. Oh, is season 3 in 2 parts? Is this part 1 and then season 3 will have another batch of part 2? What's up, Zuba Gaming? Zuba Gaming, is that how you say your name? Zuba. I said hi back. What do you mean? There will probably be 6 months or a year before part 2 of season 3. I think maybe 6 months. I can't wait another year. Because season 2 was also split into parts, right? Was it a year for part 2 to come out? Well, what boy dude thinks he thinks the final arc will be a movie, not part 2. And in my opinion, I'm fully against movies. I don't want. I want to watch it there and then online. I don't want it to be a movie. I hate how anime shows are turned into a movie.
Hello, I've returned.
A higher return.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So yeah, I have the wow, the chat. I'm just catching up on the chat.
Quick question for you, boy dude.
What's that?
Part 2 of season 3 will be a season, right? Not a movie.
Oh, it's going to be a season.
Season, right? And then after the season of part 2 is what people are thinking it will be a movie.
Oh, yeah, after part 2, I think there's going to be a film.
And is that the final arc?
At the speed of this season, yes, I do believe it's gonna.
Oh hell no!
That's
How
my
is
theory.
anime is ending before One Piece? Isn't that crazy?
I know it's One Piece is just gonna take a long time. I've sort of accepted the fact that One Piece is going to not end anytime soon. It's going to take a long time. I think Demon Slayer will end before One Piece. I think that final saga is going to be like 5 years long.
Oh, it will be. Yeah, he's gonna stretch out because as soon as One Piece ends, the sales for Shonen Jump are gonna plummet because no one's really interested in new shows at the moment.
Wasn't the Wano arc for One Piece like 3 years long or 4 years long in the
It was
anime?
yeah, ridiculous.
Because it started in 2020 and then it didn't it end like in 2024 around that time?
Yeah, 4 to 5 years almost.
That's crazy. But yeah, JJK, yeah, that's cool. Of course, there's going to be people hating on it, like always. You know, I know last week there were complaints about the episode. You know, like fans in Japan not liking it, but it does look like this week's episode is getting more positive reviews than last week's. So, yeah, so far so good.
I did see something. It was a minor spoiler. It wasn't really a spoiler, but before this episode aired, people were asking fan requests for a specific music to be played when they showed this guy.
Ah,
sitting on
yeah,
the couch.
I saw all
What
of
is this
that.
music? What you know? What music they're talking about? 'Cause
Not
I've not
really,
heard
but I have
played
heard
it.
about that whole thing. It's like a meme thing. I'm not too sure what it is,
Oh, that's an interesting request.
but I will look into that next week if it does happen. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I just heard about it today as well, so yeah, I'm quite new to that. It was probably a meme that happened like on TikTok like 3 years ago. I can assume, but yeah,
Oh, regarding this character in the
Yeah.
manga, probably.
Yeah.
I see.
there's a lot of memes moments in this. Yeah, that's all I'll say. So it's like stuff like that.
Okay.
There was oh my gosh, but to be fair, you already know the big spoilers, so
I know about
Yeah.
the big, huge spoilers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that big huge spoiler, there was a big meme about that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can imagine.
You
I
know,
can absolutely imagine.
Yeah, if you know, like people were comparing it to something else, but I won't spoil it for the chat, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that is JJK, and still on the topic of JJK, we have an update regarding the popular characters in JJK from Japan.
Interesting. Okay.
Can you predict who the top 5 are going to be?
Yeah, top 5 in no particular order. So I'm assuming Sukuna, Yuji, Fushiguro, Gojo, and then 5th spot could be Yuta or could be Panda. And that would be my 5.
Okay.
No particular order.
No particular order. Awesome. Well, the actual order is number 5, Naoya, number 4, Getter, number 3, Megami, number 2, Yuji, and number 1, Gojo.
Okay, so I got 2 people. 3 people. Wait, did I get 3 people right?
I think so. Yeah, you got the top 3, Yuji, Gojo, and Megami. You got them.
Fuji. Oh no! What is Naya?
Yeah, this is
What?
this is what I wanted to talk about. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about this. Like, yeah, a lot of people saying, yeah, this is why JJK was hated in Japan regarding that episode of Maki versus Naoya.
What?
Yeah.
Also, can you do me a favor and share the video as well, please?
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not on this. Yeah, Discord.
Oh
But yeah,
crap!
it's
All right.
weird. Why is he there? That doesn't make any. Yeah, yo, I can't lie. Japan is like a bit steeped in misogyny. I can't lie.
Yeah, look at the comments as well. Like the comments, everyone's just like hating on Japan for
Hey, I've
this.
only seen him for this season, and he's gone within like 2 episodes.
Now you're
How
being
is he
more popular than Marky checks out for a conservative country. LOL. Oh dear.
higher than Sukuna? How
Yeah.
does that make
I'm
sense?
shocked
Higher
that
than Koji?
Marky's at 13. Like, damn.
Yeah,
You have villains rated higher than any of the female characters in JJK.
they're ridiculous.
Like, damn. Like, damn. But I suppose this is what happens when you, as long as the character who is misogynistic is a good looking dude with a lot of power, then
Yeah, I'm telling you,
people
dude, it's
forgive.
that hair flick. That
Yeah.
hair flick won a lot of people over, bro. That just the amount of memes I've seen with that hair flick, including different animes. Oh my days, dude. That hair flick easily put him into top five. He scammed his way into top five. He does not deserve to be there. That hair
No.
flick saved him, dude. That hair flick saved his career, bro.
Yeah.
Lucky guy. Lucky
Absolutely
guy.
wild. I mean, the dude's, he's gone now. Like, his arc's over. You know, Marky dealt with
Yep.
him. No more
He was like
Naoya.
a 2 episode wonder, bro. He's only showed up for 2 episodes and he's gone. but
It's just crazy, you know.
I am shocked about Sukuna. How is he not in top five?
I know, he's number 9. Nanami's rated higher than Sukuna. And
Wow.
he's barely in the show. Sukuna is like the villain.
He's the main villain, right?
Yeah.
He's the main
He's
one.
the
Why
main
is he
one.
down there? It's like if you do top five for Naruto, I'm sure Madara is going to be on the list in top five.
Possibly, like number
But
2.
then again, Naruto has a lot of good characters though, so that would be impossible to predict.
But yeah, a lot of people are not happy about this, you know. Like, even I'm like
Yeah, I'm not
baffled.
happy. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Satoru Gojo number one. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Gojo's cool.
Yeah.
Gojo number one is cool.
Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. I mean, if I'm being honest, in terms of like who my favorite character is, I'd probably will still say Yuji. I mean, going off seasons 1 and 2 only, and a bit of 3, he's the only character that I really like connect with, you know. He's the only character who has like a personality. Like everyone else is like, we don't really know too much about Megami so far. We don't know too. I mean, Marky, yeah, we did, but
I understand what you're saying. Yuji shows a lot more personality than
yeah,
everyone else.
pretty
Everyone
much.
else is just very strict
Yeah,
character-wise, but Yuji has some flow to him.
Gojo kind of
I don't-
had that as well, but he's also like, he's gone now.
He's gone. Yeah. He's locked up.
But like, even when Nobara was around, I'd never really like connected with this character. She just sort of was there, you know.
Yes.
And same with Megami as well. Megami is just sort of there, you know. Like, I don't know how to feel about like those characters, you know. I suppose Yuta is cool, but we only saw him in one movie.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
Yeah. I'm guessing, like, dude, like, he must have like pooped in a urinal to be placed in ninth, right? How can you fall that hard?
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm dumbfounded with his Sukuna's placement. People do not like, sorry, what they've probably potentially what they've done with that character in the future. So, damn.
But yeah. Still on the topic of JJK, let me just bring up this new topic. It's sort of been like this ongoing thing. I'm trying to find it. Let me just see if I can find it. It's in regards to how the women are written in JJK versus One Piece.
Yeah. Oda, dude, after we did our podcast, Oda was on like literal fire, not in a good way. Like he was getting crucified, bro, on Twitter. It was insane. Dude, I never thought I would see the day that everyone would be criticizing Oda, bro. I thought a lot of people would be like defending it. Oda could do no wrong, and so on, so on. But like, no, we're actually here. Like, people have like woken up and seen how poorly some of the female characters are written in One Piece.
Yeah, so you have like a post
Finally.
like this, like saying Marky's dad would low diff her and capture her. Then we would get a rescue arc where the guys fight the Zenin clan, saving Marky.
And then Marky's character design as well. If Oda written her, just wow.
Yeah, like a lot of people are just like ripping into Oda and um
Wait, gay?
yeah, Gege Akutami, that's the JJK writer.
Gay. Is he a woman?
He's a dude.
Oh, is a dude? Does everyone know what he looks like?
I don't think so.
If no one knows what he looks like, he's defo a woman then. That's for sure.
I know the Demon Slayer author is a woman, but no one knows what she looks
Yeah,
like.
that's for sure, yeah.
Same with the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood writer as well.
I've seen that. I've seen that comparison of like male manga authors versus female manga authors, and they're talking about how women are written.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
But yeah, like it is, like Oda and the way he does write women. I mean, there are some good female characters, but a lot of the times they are rescued by the dudes.
He never said his gender, so he's definitely not a dude. Oh, interesting. Okay.
But yeah, like there's no way. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, a lot of people are waking up to how Oda writes women. I still think like
About
some of
damn
their
time.
backstories are pretty sad, but
Dude, it's been like since the time skip, he's just taken his foot off the pedal. That's my opinion of like where Oda's storytelling has gone.
not
Because
just
like
the
the
story.
last sad
Yeah.
one,
Oh, the last
the
sad
last
one. What was that?
like the last sad flashback was all done pre-time skip, man.
Yeah, in terms of the female characters, even the way he draws them as well.
I'll say pre-time skip women are drawn much better than post-time skip.
Oh, me
That's
too.
for
Yeah,
sure.
there's more character to them in the pre-time skip.
He's very weird and perverted.
Yeah, it's. Oh, this is the post that I saw that went viral. It's
The giant Zen tattoo on the
yeah,
side, and then a circular face. Oh,
yeah.
it's funny.
Another fierce human similar to Zenin Toji has been fully realized.
But you know, bro, this season, I don't even think Oda would have drawn that either. In my opinion, it would have been a silhouette. We would never know what the character looks like.
Yeah,
Uh, Kuma's flashback. I was more sad for Kuma than Bonnie. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was more sad for Kuma. That
yeah.
was more of a Kuma flashback than the Bonnie flashback. That's Kuma's story.
I need to catch up with that as well. Like maybe after all these Netflix shows I'm watching, I'll eventually catch up to that. But yeah,
But yeah, no. As I was saying, sorry about One Piece. Yeah, definitely. Like after the time skip, his foot has been taken off the pedal. But when we get to Egghead, he's like firmly placed that pedal back down into acceleration, and it's good. I really like Egghead. So my opinion of Oda and his storytelling has shifted again. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, from what I saw from Egghead, it's really entertaining. I've been loving it.
Entertaining, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some stupid things in there that gave me like Naruto Ninja War flashbacks. Like, ugh. But it's still good.
Yeah, it's still a pretty good arc. And again, I did watch I did watch it in dub when I saw it, and I know people have
Crazy.
their opinions, but I still think the dub has gotten better. Like, I think people are still stuck on early One Piece dub. Like, it's so much better now. It's so much better, in my opinion. The dub.
That the whole dub casting is pure nepotism. I'll stand
Yeah.
by that.
I think the reason why you say that is because you watched Dragon Ball first and then you watched the One Piece in the dub. But I saw One
Uh,
Piece first.
it's also I don't think the voices match the characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think they fit. Like sometimes when you watch English dub, oh yeah, that was perfectly casted. You because like it's a huge casting hall, right? Some people they'll go through hundreds of different actors and then they'll find the right one for that voice. Even sometimes like the mangaka author is like hiring the voices if it sounds right. I know they did that for Pokemon with specifically Professor Oak. How they finally found the right Professor Oak to voice him. But bro, like, because it's Funimation, because they're in the same friend circle. Yeah, you got the job. Yeah, you got the job. That's legit what it seems like. And to be fair, I've not seen like post time skip One Piece English dub. I will have to, take your word for it if it has improved. But my feeling is that it doesn't. They don't fit, dude. It doesn't fit. And even with let's say Japanese voice actors, right? You do like even that guy who does Zoro's voice actor, he didn't feel out of place when he was talking to Yuji. I didn't really see Zoro, if that makes sense. I thought that voice fit that character and that design. And the same with Luffy's voice actor for Dandadan, the Turbo Granny. That
Oh,
was a
yeah.
sick cast. That was a good casting as well. So it definitely isn't because I watched Dragon Ball Z first and One Piece.
Yeah, I see your point there, but I think I kind of agree with you with like the pre-time skip dub, but like for post-time skip, it's just damn, they really did
I have to
improve,
watch it.
you know.
I'll take your word. I'll have to take your
I
word
mean,
for it
that's
then.
just me. I think with me, like these days, I'm starting to watch a lot more dubbed. Like if a show is complete, like fully complete, then and I had the option to watch sub or dub, I would always just go for dub because it's just easier to just get through it.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. With Jujutsu Kaisen, it's hard watching it
Yeah.
sub because I'm constantly missing the action because I'm reading the subtitles.
Yep.
I've never had that issue before, but it's just Jujutsu
Oh, dude,
Kaisen
I
is like,
have that with nearly every shonen series with action. I always have that issue.
yeah, this is like more of a recent thing for me. I'm like, oh no, I have to rewind this. I have to constantly rewind this, and this isn't a good feeling.
I had this feeling with solo leveling as well at times. Like there were just a lot of scenes where I was just trying to look at the action, but then they were like
Yeah,
talking, and I'm like, oh, I just want to look at it.
yeah. I think also what hurts with Jujutsu Kaisen is because you need to be paying attention to what they're saying as well. You can't like just tune out the words and
Yeah,
the writing and just watch the action. You actually have to like pay attention to what's being said, and I have to like rewind constantly.
yeah. That's why I'm happy that I read the manga because at least I know what happens in the story, so I don't really need to read the text. I can just sort of look
Yeah,
at the screen and be like, yeah, I know where it's all gonna go and all that. So I'm all cool. I feel like JJK is without a doubt one of the few animes where I feel like a lot of people are going to be spoiled on just because of like the way people talk about the manga online. You're going to get spoiled. It's going to happen.
true, true.
yeah, that's that. But next up, we're going to talk about some big news. I don't know if you've heard about this news. It's,
Big news.
yeah, big news, like very big news. It's regarding a very small little anime series that probably not a lot of people know about, but it's pretty
Is
big.
it One Piece with Studio?
It's not that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Big news. Small anime.
Small anime. It's an anime called Dragon Ball Super returning to our screens. Yeah,
Right, of course. The
yeah,
Mora arc is being animated, of course. Yes, of course I've
yep.
heard of this.
So Dragon
I've
Ball
seen this
Super
news.
during the event, I think last week it was like a special fan event. Not fan event, but like getting all the voice actors together. They finally announced the continuation of Super with the Galactic Patrol.
Funnily enough, I watched the live stream of the English dub voice actor reacting to this announcement. What's his name? Sean Kimmel, I think. And yeah, it's funny, dude.
Yeah, I saw that video as well. Dude was hyped. He's gonna get paid. I'm happy for
He's gonna
him.
get your ass back in the studio, Sean. Film some voice lines for Goku. It's good, man. I can't wait because I did read the manga for this arc,
Oh, I
and it
didn't.
was good. It was actually surprisingly good.
Is this the
Yeah, I
first
can't wait for it to
arc
come out.
without Toriyama and with the new guy?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
that's what I heard. Because I know like the Tournament of Power was like the final like Toriyama arc.
I was not a fan of that at all.
Tournament of Power.
The tournament of power. It was so ass. I'm gonna be real, bro. Jiren's backstory was so the most basic thing you can ever write. It's who gives a crap? He's super strong for reasons. Whatever, man. This arc, dude, what's coming up? The lore gets expanded. Certain characters you didn't expect to get to, like huge character developments. Oh, it's amazing, dude. I'm so happy that Toyotora, or whatever his name is, has taken over the writing for Dragon Ball Superman. That
Nice.
arc was phenomenal. This is why a lot of people are hyped for this arc, man. It's so good.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. Like if you look at the comment sections under that Dragon Ball Super post, like a lot of people are very excited for Dragon Ball Super to return.
Annoyingly, though, in the manga it ends here at this arc. He hasn't written a new arc for some reason. Maybe he's still cooking or
Interesting.
whatnot. But it ends on a huge cliffhanger,
Damn.
and everyone's wait. It's been like years since that arc has been written, and no one knows what's happening next. So just be careful searching up this arc.
That's crazy. Okay. I mean,
I'm saying cliffhanger is a bit
yeah.
too loosely. It's not really a cliffhanger, but it's like you need to know what happens next. You know.
The thing with
But
Dragon
it's been
Ball is
years.
that the timelines kind of confuse me at times because we've got GT, which is set in in a future of Dragon Ball, where
I feel that's been retconned.
yeah, it's like yeah. So I
I
don't
think
know.
that I think that's been retconned. You don't need to be worry about GT, or keep it as like its own separate universe, and then just the original Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. That's the
I feel
canonical
like the first half of GT was
timeline.
pretty underwhelming, but I did like the ending of it. It kind of felt like a cool wrap up for all of Dragon Ball, but
Yeah, when he's riding Shenron.
yeah, when all the
I
Dragon
like that.
Balls get destroyed as well. Like I did like that.
I love the artwork as well. I love this. I miss this style of
Yeah,
animation.
from the
I will
90s.
say, wait, have you seen Dragon Ball Daima?
I've seen the final two episodes, but not the whole show.
Okay, because that's a weird one because the manga doesn't take into account of Dragon Ball Daima. Daima feels like a flashback, not a flashback, a filler arc. So I don't know how that fits in with the Mora arc because Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in the arc. So that just feels like a weird one off. Also, GT's Dragon Ball sorry, GT's Goku Super Saiyan 4 design is so much better than Daima's Super Saiyan 4 design. It's yeah.
I think it's
Doesn't
the
look
red hair.
good. The red hair, no belt. I don't think he has a tail either. Yeah, it doesn't work well.
I do believe if they just had him with the black hair, maybe it would have been a bit better.
Yeah, his legs look too long as well because he doesn't have a belt on it. Doesn't wear a belt on the diver.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 design.
But yeah, I think for GT, I just like the aesthetic of it, you know? Like,
Yeah,
it has like a
it's
very
good.
like calming look to it, you know? Like even those episodes of Goku and Trunks and what was the girl's name? Pan, like just going on adventures. It kind of gave me like, oh, this is kind of chill, you know? It's kind of fun.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very interested to see where Super is going to go, you know?
I think
Very
you would enjoy this
interested.
arc.
Very
You'll like it.
interested. But I will say with like the whole going back to the sub versus dub debate, like I feel like with Dragon Ball, it's one of those rare situations where the dub is a lot better than the sub. Because I did
Yeah, I would
hear
agree. Yeah.
clips of Goku and Vegeta's voice in the dub when it just didn't hit as hard, you know?
Yeah, because it's I don't want to disrespect the Japanese voice actor, right? But a bit too feminine, you know.
Yeah,
It's
because it's a woman voicing it, voicing a buff
yeah,
dude, you know?
yeah. With Naruto, it's interesting because similar situation, and One Piece as well with Luffy. Like they're very well done, but with Goku, it's very different.
I think because like Naruto and Luffy still look very young, like they're very boyish, you know. Whereas
Yeah.
Goku, he's a fully grown man in like this iteration, this era.
Mm.
Like I think Goku is what is he in his 30s now?
I would say 40s.
Because at the end of OG Dragon Ball, Goku was 18, and then at the start of Z, he was 23. Then there was a time skip where he was like 26, 27.
Then wow, he could be in his 30s.
Yeah.
Then they don't even look like they're 30.
Yeah, Saiyans, they don't age. Like he even like I
Yeah.
think Goku and Vegeta even said that they don't age. They age slower than humans, because at the end of Z, like Goku and Bulma reunite, and he tells her that, "Damn, you've gotten old," and
Yeah,
Goku was
we
just
know how old is Bulma. Yeah, because we could guess how old they are because they were similar age to their wives, right? So how old is Bulma? Isn't
so
she in her
Bulma
40s?
in the original series. So Goku was 12 in OG, and then Bulma was 16, going on 17. So she's about 5 or 6 years older than Goku. So she's
Vegeta's
probably
5 years ahead of Goku as well.
yeah.
Because he was a kid while he was still a baby, and Vegeta was still like 5 years old or 6 or whatever when he saw his planet destroyed and Goku escaped as a baby. So he is older than Goku. So,
Just gotta do the maths right
so
there.
yeah, Vegeta would be the similar age-ish around potentially Bulma. I don't know, because remember the Dragon Ball Super movie, where the what Broly
Yes.
movie? You seen that?
Yes, I saw that.
That's the one where she wishes to make herself look a bit younger or whatnot.
Yeah, that was the one, wasn't
So
it? Yeah.
I think they're all in their 40s. I feel like because 30s is a bit young.
Possibly. Because Gohan is like 18 now. 20? 21?
In his 20s, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to where things are going to go with this series. It's going to be fun. And also, we got the Barrows remake coming out as well.
Yeah, I didn't understand that announcement. I'm going to be honest with you. So they're redoing Battle of Gods for a third time now?
So it looks like they're
Oh,
going
yeah.
to redo it because this is like the first arc in the Super series that's got a lot of hate because of its bad art. So I'm guessing just going to do that as a TV anime.
And then that will slowly flow into not Daima, Moro arc, I guess.
I guess so. I think it's like the One Piece situation where they just remade Fishman Island, you know?
Yeah, possibly.
to fix the pacing and art.
Yeah, One Piece.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't think it was needed because the movie was still the first arc anyway.
Yeah,
The movie was animated well,
I think they
but
should
I don't
just
know.
put all of their effort into the new arcs that are coming. You know,
That's what I'm saying, dude.
yeah,
That's
then
what
like going
I'm
back.
saying.
You
I'm
know,
super sane.
because I mean we got the movie for this, so just watch the film. It was good enough then, and it's good enough now, I suppose. If it
Exactly.
ain't
Yeah.
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But hey, Toei want to make money, so it is what it is.
Money. Yeah,
They
they're gonna
want to,
redo this.
pretty
They're gonna
much.
redo the Freezer one, and then they keep the tournament arc. No, what they should redo is the Goku Black arc because that arc was
Oh
pretty good.
yeah, I actually forgot that arc happened.
Yeah, same.
Goku Black, where Trunks comes back and all that. Oh yeah, maybe the ending of that arc, because it was kind of weird when I remember watching it. Wasn't a fan of the way it wrapped up, but yeah, yeah, they should probably do that arc. Cool. So continuing on the talk of anime and manga, let me just get this post up. A pretty huge debate going on all week. Let me just see if I can find it first. Where are you? Cool, found it. So, DC Comics president admits that Japanese manga makes questions what is missing in Western comics. And he talks about how it's not just hero stories, there's a much wider range of genres in manga. And he's very happy manga is succeeding as it gives him a goal to aim for regarding comics. And this pretty much stirred up this whole manga versus comic debate online, which is better, why manga is better, and all that. So, what do you think about all of this?
I did see a lot of very good takes, to be honest with you. But it wasn't really anything negative towards either medium. It was just like giving their take on like why manga is succeeding.
Yeah, me
One
too.
of the reasons were like is because well, in comic books you focus on superheroes, and in manga there's any type of characters. It's not strictly superheroes that they focus on. It's like a variety of different types of characters. Another
Also,
one,
yeah,
yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, like, I guess the main reason is that, let's say someone wants to start from the beginning of a story, like JJK Volume 1, Chapter 1. They just go from there. But with, like,
Yeah,
let's say Superman Chapter 1, Volume 1, which Superman? You know, there's the Superman from the 40s, the Superman from the
yeah.
70s, the 2000s, like the remakes or the reboots, Superman with the Justice League. Like,
There's the Young Justice Superman. There's the
yeah.
Superman 23.
Isn't there one where
Yeah,
he's a
there's a
kid
lot.
or
Yeah,
something like that? Like,
yeah. The Super Kid as well, which is a different character.
there's so many different
Um,
versions that
yeah.
even I couldn't, because I remember going to a comic store, wanted to read Spider-Man, but there were so many different
There's so many
versions.
Marvel Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
the Spider-Man. It's yeah, too much.
it's just too much, you know. So
It's because well, I say this is what how comic. This is a hot take. Why comic books are good at making better characters or well-known characters is because they keep reintroducing the same ones to new audience.
yeah.
If that makes so, if they introduce Spider-Man, a lot of people like Spider-Man. They just redo it in a new story, a new storyline.
Pretty much.
And with manga, it just ends. Or if you're lucky, it gets a sequel like 20 years later, or it just makes a brand new, different manga, different series.
Yeah, and I think this is why a lot of people are just starting to fall out of love with comics because if you keep
I
resetting and all
disagree.
that,
I disagree.
okay,
Um, yeah, because it's there's a lot of hype for the Batman comic that's happening right now. It's called Absolute Batman,
oh, cool,
and that one is on a huge hype train. It's the only current comic book that's standing out with current manga.
okay,
It's basically a different take on Batman, where he's like 7 feet tall, but his
wow,
enemies are 5 times taller than that. It's crazy, dude.
huh,
I think that's why it's so popular because it's like it's a completely far different take from the Batman that we've seen, and they just like let's ramp this up to 100. Let's make the most ridiculous the universe Batman could be in, and then just type it in absolute Batman. It's insane, and then do comic book sales for it as well because it's like number one trending comic book at the moment as well, and that's still ongoing. And then you see that Joker design.
cool.
That's
That
crazy.
looks pretty good actually. Nice.
And then you should see Bane as well. Dude, they go all out for their villains.
I will say Batman is like the only DC character that I do enjoy watching. So
Oh, strangely enough, Batman and Deadpool did a just recently did like a duo, like Marvel and DC. They did like a Batman and a Daredevil comic, not
huh,
Daredevil, Batman and Deadpool comic together.
interesting. Yeah, this design is wild. Yeah, that is like horrifying to look at.
Horror, dude, it's
Imagine, yeah.
crazy. And these are the type of villains that Batman is facing in this comic series.
How come we don't really see these types of villains in the movies? It's always
That's
like,
what I'm saying, dude.
I mean, Joker is cool, but then it's like, what is it? Victor Freeze, the Freeze guy. You got the Penguin. Penguin's cool, but you got all of these like villains. Poison Ivory, like we need more of her, Like
Like, even though I'm not in the comic space, the only comic related stuff would be Batman, Absolute Batman, and the conversation will be around how crazy would the next villain look like. If this is what this specific character looks like, what the hell would this character look like?
yeah.
I'm very interested to see what Mr. Freeze could look like in this universe, and it's going to be on steroids, dude. It's going to be insane.
I actually might check it out whenever it comes out. When does it come out?
Well, there's a whole series already. It's already ongoing at the moment.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what the current issues out. I think it's on its 10th issue. I think I'm not sure.
It looks like it's 14, according to
14.
Wikipedia.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, that's awesome.
cool. I might check it out when I have the chance to, catch up after the other billion things I need to catch up on.
Yeah, so so I would agree with you when you said that comic books have fallen off, but I think if it wasn't for Absolute Batman,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, that was the
I
first
would
time of me
agree
hearing
with
it,
you.
so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, it does look interesting. And then you've, of course, got that crowd complaining about woke, but there's so many. Like, One Piece is possibly one of the wokest series of all time, and I love it for that. Like, it's so political. Luffy is a freedom
Oh,
fighter.
yeah.
Dude is practically a liberal. He's fighting the
Well,
government, burning flags,
well,
you
I
know.
don't know about that. I don't know because I would say liberals are also in the same boat. as conservatives. They're just
Yeah,
different flavor,
you know what I mean. Yeah, I agree with you there, but you know what I mean. Like he's very
Yeah.
like against the man and all that.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme where there's like some Arabs and then in the sky there's like a jet gonna drop bombs on them, and then the character in the picture is like, "Oh, they say the next bomb is gonna be sent by a woman."
Oh dear.
So it's that's what their life is like right now. So they don't, you know,
Actually, yeah, you do have a good point there. You know, you,
next one's gonna have a rainbow flag on
yeah,
it.
it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I don't really. I'm not a very a political person. I'm just like reading
And
what
this
other
is
people are
why
saying.
Luffy is the freest person in the world, because he
Yeah,
doesn't care about anything like that.
yeah. I mean, people do say that he's very like, I wouldn't say a liberal, but you know, he is very against the government and all that. But
Oh, he's 100% against the
you
government.
know,
Yeah, that's
he's
that's
very
for
like
sure. Yeah,
anti-government, anti-slavery. You know, like dude punched the
yeah,
slave owner in pre-time skip. You know, he's very much that
yeah,
type of person.
yeah,
But
100%. Yeah, have you seen the trash taste stuff?
yeah,
Where the when
I've given up on that podcast. I've given up
they
on them.
have to be trolling, they have to be trolling with it, like saying like One Piece
After
isn't.
after I think one of them just gave like, isn't he called the anime man? You know,
Yeah, it's called Anime Man.
like
Yeah.
you're called the anime man and you didn't watch the final episode of Attack on Titan. Like I remember,
What?
so Joey? What's the main guy? Gigak.
Giguk, yeah,
So
Giguk,
Gigak,
yeah. I actually
he
like him.
watched it and he was so excited, like, oh, I'm gonna watch the final episode of Attack on Titan with my friends. You know, I want to hear their opinions. And then Anime Man is like, oh, I didn't see it. Didn't see it. And then Connor was like, oh, I saw it, but it is what it is. It was fine. And he didn't really like it or hate it.
Oh,
He was
they
just
just
so
shut it
indifferent.
down. They
It was
shut down
kind
his
of
excitement.
disappointing. Like a lot of people were hating on them in the comments, feeling bad for Gigak Gant, you know? Like even I
Yeah,
was like, I think I'm over these guys. Because I kind of was like, dude, this is
yeah,
like Attack on Titan. This is like the anime that started this whole new wave of, you know, anime. And even,
yeah.
yeah. So it was just
That
kind of like,
sucks.
you know, I wanted to hear their opinions. But over the years, like, they have been bringing on guests who have been talking about AOT, and, you know, I'm more interested in them. So I only really watch it for Gaunt, you know, like, the other
Yeah.
two, I'm like, you know. Even Gaunt was, I think, was it Anime Man said that it wasn't political? I'm sure Gaunt was against that or something. I could be wrong.
I will say, Anime Man gives off the vibe of like a niche, a niche lord. Like this is my take on him. Like he loves niche manga, niche anime than the mainstream. Because I think
Yeah,
obviously Attack on Titan was mainstream back
yeah,
then, and that's why he's probably like, not into it, because he's
yeah.
more of one of those
I
artistic hipsters or whatnot.
I just think it's all for rage bait, you know. It's at the end of the day, it is
All that
social
as well,
media,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's they're making
That's
content
also
to,
true.
you know, get that ad revenue, get that AdSense every month, you know.
Get
It
that bag,
works, you
girl.
know. Like look at the comment
Yeah,
sections, it's always on fire, you know. At the end of the day, they are the ones who are winning the YouTube
yeah.
game, you know. It is
True.
what it is. But yeah, that's that for manga and anime. What was the next topic? Oh yeah. Speaking of anime, it's depending on how you view this news update. It could be good news or bad news. Let me just
Uh-oh.
try and find it.
I'm scared.
Oh, here it is. So anime and oh, that's not it. Here it is. Anime manga piracy reportedly cost Japan $38 billion in 2025, up from the
Ah,
13
yeah.
billion in 2022.
Yeah. This sucks. I understand the reasoning for piracy. Um, but I think when it comes to anime and manga, I think they need to stamp down on the piracy. I can't lie, dude. Yeah, it is a rough one, especially somebody who's just got into reading volumes, right? So I buy them online and I read them. I like, and also it will cut down on spoilers, piracy, because when those Jujutsu Kaisen leaks come out back in the day, a lot of people being spoiled.
Me,
A lot of anime only dudes were being spoiled.
I was an
with
anime only
these
dude, and I
piracy
got spoiled.
with the piracy leaks. So
Yep.
if they do stamp down on these like this piracy issue, it will be a good thing for everyone, in my opinion. You know, it'll be a good thing for anime only, good thing for like manga only. Like I wanna start reading the next One Piece volume when it comes out, which is in April. But by then, a lot of leaks are coming out for One Piece chapters that are currently being released weekly. And if piracy is stamped down on them, like enforced, those leaks will not show up again or start appearing. It will end. So I'm kind of rooted for it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I more or less agree with that. I will say with piracy, not every like streaming site has every single show available. And when that does happen and people want to see it, it's like, do they spend
That's
hundreds on a
also a
Blu-ray,
great area. Yeah,
or
that's
do
also
they,
very.
just quickly search it up?
You
Because
can't have.
yeah,
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It
because
is
there
rough.
was a movie that I did want to see. It was that guy who directed Your Name, the anime
Yes.
movie. Yeah, so one of his films I wanted to see, but like I think it was out of print on DVDs, and it was so hard to find, and the DVDs were so pricey. For that.
Yeah.
That is one of those rare cases where you're like,
It's so rough. Yeah, because there are some cases where I'm like, maybe piracy is needed, in some aspects. But then you're not supporting the creator, It's hard, dude. It's like it's it's a tough one, dude. Because like also like streaming sites suck, you know. Sometimes the piracy website is better than the actual officially licensed streaming sites. And then
yeah,
sometimes the anime you want from that streaming site isn't even there. So you'd have to go to the piracy website. So it's rough, dude.
mm-hmm.
It's so rough.
When
But
Bleach,
38 billion is a lot.
I know that's a lot. I remember when Bleach came back, Disney got access to it, and for a whole week, Bleach wasn't on any official sites because they were transitioning from Crunchyroll to Disney. So it's one of those situations where you're like, oh gosh,
And now you have to buy a new subscription service.
Yeah.
That's another headache. Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, if they are able to stamp down on it, then yeah, because piracy is a big thing, And, people are not really buying Blu-rays and DVDs anymore. So, the best way to legally watch something while supporting the industry and saving money is a streaming platform like Crunchyroll or Viz Media and all that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely, dude. It's a tough one. I never know the answer for this one. This one's too tricky. But obviously, you are if you are an anime or manga author or creator, you are getting robbed. So it is rough. But
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much. Moving on to other news updates. So, One Punch Man, out of all the animes of 2025, it is officially the lowest rated anime of the year. After everything the director was hyping up about, and even the producers.
yeah, not even surprised, man. Like, what did you expect? It sucks. But yeah, and you want to do a part 2 and try and make it better? How?
Yeah, I think a lot of people were like downvoting the trailer for part 2, that teaser poster for it. Like, damn. I don't know how to feel about this series, you know, it's you know, could have been great, but it's not.
Any hype I have for this series is completely dead. Even if they try to, they're saying here we're committed to delivering a season that won't disappoint. I'm sorry, dude. I have no faith. I just, not hyped.
Let's hope they give it to another studio again. But yeah, moving on from that news update, we're talking about One Piece, which, depending on your view of this guy, could be a good news or a bad news. But let me find that article. So the official guy who was in charge of the sound effects for the One Piece anime has officially retired from the series, and people are celebrating it in the comments.
Yeah, it is. That does suck. You dedicate 20 years of your life, and people are
Actually,
dedicated 20
30
years of
years.
your life to 30 years of your life for doing sound effects for this show that's universally loved. And when you leave and retire or whatever, people are celebrating. That's rough, dude. That's an awful feeling.
Calling him the
I
mustache
do
man as well. Damn, that's insane.
There was a recent controversy, I think, between the animators and the sound effect design when Luffy was facing Kizaru, because the sound effect they used was atrocious. It was even the animators had to come out and just were like, "What the hell, dude? Well, why did you use this sound effect? This is awful." Yeah, it's
It is
just
the
sad.
same sound. I hope, like, it's not just the sound effects, but also them reusing the music as well. You know, like,
Is that in the same category? Is that the
I'm
same?
not too sure actually.
I
I think
don't
it's
know.
just
I
sound
think because
effects. Yeah,
yeah, because that I think that comes down to the composer, if anything,
yeah.
the sound effect. No, sorry, the soundtrack.
It's like this commenter says, like, I think the sound effects fit the early parts of the series, you know, more so than the modern stuff.
The thing is, it's Gear 5 Luffy. Oda wants a Looney Tune style effect for Luffy. What can you do, man? Like, even if you're trying to, like, if you're an animator and you want to make a cool fight, right? Luffy versus Kizaru, it's not like that in the manga. The manga, it's still very goofy,
Yeah,
right? But the animators, they hype up, make it like look serious and whatnot. But how can you hate on the sound effects, dude, if they're just following the direction of the manga and because it's meant to be a goofy fight?
pretty much. Yeah.
I seen like a side by side. Oh no, this is a sport. I won't mention it. But yeah,
All right.
there's just basically so many scenes in Egghead where Luffy in the manga is like portrayed like goofy, not serious. But the animators, they design Luffy in a way that he's paying attention fully and he's dead serious. But it's not like that in the manga at all. So yeah, I won't go any further. But
I
it's
feel like some
just
people are being mean in the comments.
very
Yeah.
mean, very mean.
Like,
Like
it's
this
like,
ain't
damn.
his fault. Come
I
on,
mean,
this ain't his
yeah,
fault.
some of the sound designs are a bit repetitive, but I mean, damn. Like, it's just a bit extreme, sadly, they're celebrating
Well, what
it.
else are you gonna use for Gear 5 Luffy if the main design is for him to be like Looney Tunes ish? Like, what can you do?
What can you do right there? Oh, boy. It is what it is.
That sucks.
It does.
Look at the Hitler dead. They, like comparing this guy to Hitler. Are you kidding me? You kidding me, dude? He's just the sound effects guy. He
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah, people are wild about this.
Wild,
And
man. You guys not read One Piece?
Apparently they don't. It feels like they're just, watching it via TikTok clips,
I hope whoever animates or does the sound effect for One Piece is infinitely worse than what they had.
Yeah. I just don't feel like fans deserve any of this stuff. It's, you know, sometimes it's a bit satisfying when something doesn't go the fans' way, and they end up crashing out.
When it's like when they're crashing out, it deservedly don't deserve to go their way. It's awful.
Just because of like what the fandom is, you
Yeah,
know,
toxic, man.
it's like, you guys don't deserve. I kind of get that vibe with like the Stranger Things like community sometimes. Like they can be very toxic.
Yeah.
So when things didn't go their way in the finale, I was like, ha. I was just sitting there laughing. Even with like Game of Thrones, I know everyone hates that now, but it was a little satisfying, like seeing people crashing out, like just because of the way they acted, like towards the show and how they treated some of the characters, like the way they treated Joffrey's actor, like that was insane.
Yeah, you're right. People just get too in it into the moment and then not realize that these are actually real people just portraying characters, just following the script. It's dumb.
It was dumb. Okay, so on to the next topic. Moving on from anime and talking more movies and all that. Let me just get this update in regards to Avengers Infinity War. If I can find it. Where was it? Oh, here it is. So Chris Pratt, who played Star-Lord, got a lot of hate when he did what he did in Infinity War, saying that on the streets people would come up to him telling him why did he do what he did in the movie, and the poor dude's like, I didn't do that on purpose, it was just written that way.
Yeah, so I'm saying, bro, if you have anyone to be angry with, be angry at the Russo brothers. Because
I know.
that was so dumb, dude. Even I'm like, that's just...
Yeah.
It's like one of the reasons why I don't like Infinity War, man. It's just because that stupid, poorly written scene.
It was a bit hokey as well. Like, it's like, oh, he's running after her because, he's in love with her and all that. So, I get it, but, oh boy. At the end of the day, it kind of was all for nothing, because Gamora did die, And, I mean... was that what happened? Because he got angry at Thanos?
Because he killed Gamora for the Soul Stone, I think.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing is like Peter Quill knows how strong Thanos is and how powerful he is and whatever. They finally subdue him. They're almost winning. They almost got the gauntlet off his hand. And then Peter Quill, this absolute idiot. How do I insert myself into this scene and ruin this progress that we have right now? Yeah, I'm just gonna Gamora. You killed my Gamora. Where's Gamora? What do you mean you killed it? Then he just slaps him in the head and wakes him up. Like, come on, bro.
He's the reason why everything, like him doing that, caused that huge chain reaction, which resulted in the snap. And
yeah, pretty much.
So in a way, you could sort of blame Peter for everything that happened to the MCU.
Wait, really?
After Infinity War and Endgame.
Wait, what did Peter do? Oh, Peter Quill, sorry.
Yeah, Peter Quill, yeah.
I thought you were on about Peter Parker, my bad.
Yeah. So I just call him Star-Lord, yeah.
What did Spider-Man do? What?
Oh, dear.
No, Peter Quill. Oh, yeah, I get it.
Peter Quill. But yeah, speaking of like... Spider-Man and Peter and Marvel, I finally did it. I finally watched every single Netflix Marvel show. Like all of them. Every single Marvel show. Except for the new Born Again. I've seen a couple of episodes for that, but the main Netflix stuff,
The
I've done it.
original Netflix
The
stuff,
original,
yeah.
I finally done it.
Wow. You're
So
gonna have to give
the
me a
original
breakdown of that.
Daredevil, The Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. I've done it all. It's been a
That
wild,
probably
wild
wasn't
ride.
easy. That's a lot of hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
Honestly, it
me about it.
kind
What
of
happened?
so like, God, what can I say? Without,
Full spoilers as well. I don't mind.
do you not
At
mind?
all.
You're not gonna watch
I
these?
don't mind. No, I don't think I
Okay.
will.
All right.
Because it's
So
old now, right? It's
it is
old.
old. Okay. So before I do talk about it, I will say this one more thing. Would you ever see these shows? Like any of them?
No, no, because of this reset that's gonna happen, I don't think I will. And if you did, I'm gonna be completely real
Yeah.
with you, because I'm not invested in any of this at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna remember and remember the spoilers in a few
Yeah.
years' time because I'm not interested in these characters whatsoever.
Okay.
So just spoil away if you want. It's absolutely fine.
I will say this. Daredevil season 3 is possibly one of the best seasons of TV of all time. Like that season is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It is a phenomenal season
And then
of
wait,
television.
so Daredevil Born Again is
No, no,
season 4?
no. Yeah, Born Again is season 4, quote
Ah,
unquote.
okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
It's so basically the original Daredevil series. Like, let's just ignore the Jessica Jones. Let's talk about Daredevil. So Daredevil, the
Yeah,
original
yeah, go for it.
series. It's they all tell like they're all in the same universe. It's it's all MCU stuff. Occasionally they will mention Captain America, but it's very rare. They barely do. They kind of want to do their own thing. And they all have like their own storylines and all that. And season 3 was awesome. That was an amazing season. But with Born Again's very interesting. It's a very
Oh, I think I lost you for a sec. I think you might have unplugged your mic.
sorry, dude. Got
Oh no, it's all
distracted.
good. There we go.
So yeah. Um. Well, I didn't even know what I was saying. So I was talking about
So you what about
Daredevil,
Daredevil? Yeah.
and I was just glazing season 3 as being like this season 3 is the best season out of all of the Netflix shows. If I do ever recommend you to ever check out any of these, I would recommend season 3. But then if you watch season 3, you would be so confused as to what is happening.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
yeah,
worried about, dude. That's
because
what I'm worried
it
about, 'cause
continues. Yeah,
you have to watch other shows before you can jump into season 3, and then
pretty
that's
much.
just too much commitment.
Yeah.
It's too much.
But with Born Again's a very interesting season, because what Born Again does is that it continues. So, like the first 15 minutes of Born Again, it's pretty much a continuation from the original series. But then after that, it's its own thing. It's kind of like not like a reset, but like it's kind of like a soft. How can I say it? It's like what Doctor Who did with the revival. When they brought it back in 2005 with Christopher
Yeah.
Eccleston and David Tennant. It's kind of like that, where it's still continuing, what Doctor Who was, but it's showing it to a new audience. So that's what Born Again is. It's kind of continuing it, but it's sort of made so that anybody can just jump into it. But at the same time, you kind of do need to watch the original, because then you'll be like, wait, who's that character? Who's that character? Like episode 1 of Born Again, it literally, it's very shocking. It's a very shocking start to the series. It's like, whoa. It's like pretty much bring an end to that era of Daredevil. It's like 15 minutes. It's like boom. It is like whoa. Yeah, it's a very shocking start. You know, that's all I'll say.
15 minutes
The first
where
15
season
minutes,
3
yeah.
ends.
So season 3 ends, and then season 4 or Born Again starts off where it kind of continues the events of what happened. It's like a time
So
skip.
season three ends in the cliffhanger.
No,
What are you
it
saying?
kind of wraps up, but then there's like a post-credit scene where it's like, ooh, this character's going to return. And then this character does return, and he does crazy, crazy things in the first 15 minutes of Born Again. Very crazy things, you know.
Can you say who that character is?
Who does crazy things.
Yeah.
His name is called Dex. It's this guy right here. Dex. So this guy was like the main villain of season 3. And at the end of season 3, like Daredevil kind of wins.
Bullseye.
Bullseye, that's it. Yeah, Bullseye. That's his
Okay.
nickname. So he kind of loses at the end of season 3, and you think, yes, Matt and the gang won. They got this guy. They locked him up. They did what he needed to do. And, you know, it's like a happy ending for season 3. But then Born Again starts off, and it's like, oh, like it's like 5-6 years in the future, I think, because it's after like the end game stuff and all. It's like way in the future now, I think, because they all look a little older now. I'm guessing it's all in real time because the original series ended in 2018, and then Born Again is like 2024. But then this guy comes back and he's like, I'm gonna do crazy things again. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then the things he does kind of makes Daredevil quit being Daredevil. And Born Again is pretty much Matt Murdock trying to be Daredevil again, you know. It's like him finding himself again and like remembering what it was like to be Daredevil, essentially. So because of that, it kind of is a great way for new people to jump into it. But then if you do jump into it, you will be so curious to know who Bullseye is and his backstory and why he did what he did in that first 15 minutes. Because that what he did in the first 15 minutes affected not only Matt, but other characters who were main characters in the original 3 seasons on Netflix, you know. So, yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Well, what about the characters from the Netflix series? Are they in Born Again?
They do show up in the first episode, but then they're not in it throughout the whole show.
Oh,
There's new characters. Yeah, it's not a reboot, it's continuation, but this series is just bringing in new characters and they want to do like a new story, you know, essentially. It's very hard to explain without spoiling, so I might have to like spoil it if you don't care about spoilers.
Go free reigns. Yeah, go free reigns, because this might help me, because if they are in Doomsday, then at least I'll be caught up and it's fine.
All right, so people in the chat.
Also,
oh, sorry.
Bullseye is not a good villain. He's like B tier, but I guess he's like better written in the show.
I mean, I only know him from the show, but from what I've seen him in, he's pretty good. So spoilers for season 3, and for people in the chat, if you haven't seen Born Again, come back in like 5 minutes time. Okay, spoilers. So Bullseye at the end, like Matt has a fight with him and Kingpin, and then, you know, Bullseye, he semi-dies at the end, but then he's brought back to life by some doctors, and then he's stronger than ever. And then in Born Again season 3 episode 1, Matt's best friend Foggy is murdered by Bullseye, and Foggy
so that's
is
what
like,
you meant by the okay, so that's how it carries off, is because Bullseye returns.
Bullseye returns to get revenge on Matt for basically like beating him up and like almost killing him in the original show, and by doing that he ends up murdering Foggy, and Foggy is like a big character. It's this dude right here.
Foggy's that's his sidekick.
He is like the main character, you know.
He dies.
Yeah, and he kills him. I mean, I don't know where the show goes because I'm only on episode 4. But yeah, he kills him at the end. No, not at the end, but at the start of the series. And then Matt is like, he is like devastated, and he throws Bullseye off the building, and you think he's dead, but he's not. He survives it, and then there's a whole court case. He puts Bullseye in jail, and you never see Bullseye again. So they kind of wrap all that story up. Karen ends up leaving New York, and Matt's on his own, you know. And there's a time skip in the future where Matt is now starting a new, like, lawyer organization with new characters, and he's trying to move on.
She-Hulk.
Yeah. And then, yeah,
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, yeah. You get the
Yo,
She-Hulk.
really?
No, not She-Hulk, but, you know, you get I don't know where that...
He was in She-Hulk.
He was, but it was more of a gag. It wasn't, like,
It was
serious.
a gag, but that
yeah.
makes sense if it's a lawyer superhero team, bro.
But no,
And
she, from what I know, she isn't in it. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know. She could
because that
be,
makes-
maybe not, but...
I did remember seeing the character who plays She-Hulk has left playing that character because of controversies or whatnot. Potentially, so I don't think She-Hulk is in this because of like she spoke out against Disney, so I don't think she's playing She-Hulk.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it
Same
for her.
with Mark Ruffalo. Actually, I don't think he's playing Hulk anymore.
I think
There's
he's going to be in
controversy with him.
Spider-Man. He's going to be in that.
Oh yeah, he is going to be in Spider-Man. So what's this fake stuff I'm hearing about? him
Oh,
being
it's fake
playing
rumors.
Hulk?
None of that is real.
okay.
It's all fake.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
going back to Daredevil. So yeah, there's a time skip. He has new co-workers. So like there's a new character who's kind of like Karen. Like she is like the niece of Karen's friend who was murdered in the original Daredevil series. And there's like a new Foggy character as well. So it's basically like a new set of characters, and Matt's just kind of like learning to grow with these new people. You know, I think it's her and someone else. And
That's so weird. It does feel like a reboot.
yeah, so it's kind of like,
Wow.
okay, Matt's lost his best friend, and Karen has left New York to just move on from all this nightmare stuff. And Matt's like, oh crap, all my friends are gone. Okay, let's just start all over
Do you
again.
think-
You know,
Do you think Matt Murdock is in a genjutsu right now? And then he wakes up, and then oh no, Foggy's actually alive, and then his Karen didn't leave New York. That would be a crazy twist.
that'll be a crazy twist.
Because I think, in my opinion, I think why they're doing these risky plays with like killing people is because I think they're going to do the reset with Doomsday. So after post Doomsday, I think these characters will be back as a trio again. I think.
I have seen like
Potentially.
things that they could return, but I'm not too sure. That would be cool if that was the case. You know,
Okay.
but I'm not too sure. You know, I don't know where things are going to go. And that would be interesting. Who knows? But yeah, there's a whole scene, like this whole scene with him and the Kingpin. This pretty much is like a, hey, so last time on Daredevil, I was fighting you and you were fighting me. Remember all that? And then Kingpin's like, yeah, I remember all of that. But that's in the past. Let's talk about now. So they do reference the old series, but it's kind of in passing. And it's not really like important. The only thing,
Kingpin knows Matt Murdock is Daredevil, right?
yeah,
So-
because in season 3 he figured it out. Because there's a whole scene where Matt is interviewing someone in a jail cell, and Kingpin is like trying to find out who Daredevil is, and then he's like, "Whoa, Matt Murdock is fighting just like Daredevil." Put 2 and 2 together, he's Daredevil,
and he's
you know.
blind, and he's
Yeah.
fighting. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense, yeah.
crazy, but yeah, it's yeah. So you can watch the original series, but because Foggy and Karen aren't in the show now, you don't really need to, you know.
Yeah, okay.
But it is a great way for you to understand why Matt Murdock is the way he is, how he got his powers. You would want to watch the original
missing out
series,
on-
you know,
yeah, I'm
his
missing
whole
out on the
origin.
war.
Yeah. But honestly, in regards to the other Netflix shows, So far, they don't really have any importance to the MCU, dude. Like, I mean, I like Jessica Jones, but damn, it kind of fell off after season 1. Like, season 2 and
What
3 are
was
not
season?
good.
She had a season 3.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones had a season 3. I thought it ended at season 2.
No, season 3 ended in 2019.
Wow, she had another season. Okay,
Yeah.
because I never seen season 2, and I thought it ended there because no one watched it. You're telling me she had a season 3?
Yep, season 3.
Wow.
It's a very wild way to end the the show.
Yikes! And you watched both seasons?
Yeah, I did.
Season 2 and 3.
Yep,
Wow.
I did.
Okay, you have to jump in. Let's talk about Jessica Jones. What the hell was that season 2 and
So,
3 about?
do you remember season 1? Like,
I remember, yeah.
do you remember
Killmonger.
her?
No, not Killmonger. Sorry, Kilgrave.
Yeah, Kilgrave. Yeah.
Her? I don't know who that.
She was the
blonde
best
chick is.
friend, sister to Jessica Jones.
Okay.
So season 2, like, she gets like powers. So I think she goes to like a doctor who is sort of tinkering with the human body, and they can
Doctor Who?
enhance, you know, people's abilities, and she gets powers. And then she goes kind of crazy in season 3, where she's just killing people like the Punisher, like bad people. And then Jessica's like, oh, you know, because Jessica's mother comes back and from the dead, essentially, and then she kills her mother, and then Jessica's angry at her, and then the two of them are fighting in the end, and she puts her in prison and all that. It's a very wild season, you know. It's not that good, you know. I'll say that it's good, but it's not. I think season 1 was
Who
the
was the
best.
main villain of season 2?
God, who was the main villain? I think it was Jessica's mother.
What?
Yeah, her. She was kind of the main villain because she was working with this other guy, but I think he died like halfway into the show, and then she became the main villain, essentially. And then like the
Right,
final,
that's-
yeah,
A weird spin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then season 3 is pretty much her best friend's sister who was like the main villain. But then there's this other guy who's kind of like instigating all of these violent acts, and this one dude is like, he did something to her that made her into a villain. I think he killed her mother, and in a very brutal way, and that made her just
Yikes.
get revenge on him and any bad people, and she kind of went crazy. And then she killed an innocent dude by mistake by just kicking him because the dude was trying to get her to stop. And then she just kind of
No way.
flings him to like a metal beam, and then he just dies. It was wild, you know.
Did you get arrested for that?
Oh yeah, she's in prison now at the end. Yeah.
And that's where we leave off with that character. She's in prison.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones is gonna leave the city, but then she hears the voice of Kilgrave in her ear being like, is this what you really want, Jessica? And then she turns around and then walks back to New York, you know.
No way is he alive. He's back alive. What?
It's kind of ambiguous. It's very like, he isn't. It's kind of like,
it's in her head.
yeah, it's in her head, you know. Like she's imagining him, you know. So no one really
That would have
knows.
been hype. He was such a good villain.
Yeah.
He was back. If he returned, dude, oh, that would be peak.
If they do bring this show back, maybe they could bring him back, you know. Who knows?
Like she has it's like she has psychotic episodes where she thinks of Kilgrave giving her
Kilgrave,
orders,
yeah.
but it's not actually Kilgrave.
Pretty
Kilgrave
much.
isn't even real, but she's just listening to his order. Like, yeah, because Kilgrave must have like had a like crazy mental effect on her, and like fully damaged her head.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, Jessica Jones kind of fumbles. It doesn't really get that good. It's a bit dull at times. It's still well acted and all that, but you don't really need to see it to understand Jessica, you know. She's in the new Daredevil show for season 2, so that's cool. But yeah. Now Luke Cage. I don't know if you've seen this character before or watched his shows.
I remember Luke Cage. Yeah,
Yeah, so Luke Cage. How do I feel about this show?
He was in season 1 of Jessica Jones.
Yeah, he was.
In that. He's like a tank.
He's like a
very
walking
strong.
tank, yeah. I think season 2 is better than season 1. Season 1 was a bit messy with the writing, but season 2 was pretty good. I feel like it's very like focused only on Harlem. Like they don't really go outside of Harlem. It's pretty much like a soap opera. Like characters living in Harlem. It's like EastEnders, like they all
Oh
live in
no.
the same area. They never really go out of that area.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a bit like that. I thought it was fine, but
EastEnders. Oh no.
he kind of like the way they write him in the end of season 2 could be controversial because Luke is always fighting these crime lords and he's very against the system, but in the final episode he ends up becoming a crime boss because the person he was trying to fight and take out in her dying breath gave her entire, like, you could say, like, her assets and her club to Luke. So now, like, because the club it's called Harlem's Paradise. That's the name of the club. And it's kind of like this kingdom of Harlem. And pretty much
Yeah.
no one can touch this place. It's pretty much like a paradise for crime lords. And there's one person called, what was her name? Mariah. She's like the main villain of Harlem's Paradise, and she dies in the end, gives it to Luke. Even though Luke was against Mariah, he's like, well, I could use this place as a way to, snuff out any of the bad guys, essentially. And all of Luke's friends are very against it. They're like, oh, Luke, this is not you. You're turning into someone I don't like. It's a pretty, bittersweet ending, to be honest, for Luke. But again, this doesn't really have any effect on the MCU. I don't know if we're going to see this dude again. Maybe in Daredevil Season 2 Born Again, but I don't know. Like, it's another one of those shows that you don't really need to see if you don't really care for the character or his story.
Yeah.
And then you got Iron Fist, Danny Rand, This is a very interesting dude because out of all the characters, he is the one who feels more like a character that would be part of the Avengers because he has like superpowers, like his fist glows. He's a billionaire as well. He's a bit like Tony Stark, but not Tony Stark.
Okay, I did not expect him to be a billionaire. I thought he was like a street fighter with superheroes.
No, so this dude. So backstory: this dude he's basically a trust fund kid. Like he has billionaire parents who own this billionaire organization. When he was like 11, he and his parents went to another country on vacation. The plane crashed. He survived, ended up in Kung Lam, and just became like a fighter. Trained, got powers there, came back to New York. Everyone thought he was dead. So he comes back and people are like, who's this homeless dude? And he's like, I am the boy who, died on that plane. And then he's like, oh dear. And then like the people who took over the company were his childhood friends. And the one dude is very against Danny Rand coming back because he's jealous of him. And there's this whole story of that childhood friend keeping his father who died alive. And his sister doesn't know that, and it's a whole thing, dude. It's a whole thing. It's like a soap opera.
It's so uninspiring. Like he's a billionaire baby, like a trust fund kid, like.
Yeah.
And then he's got superpowers on top of that. It's very inspiring, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people in the show don't feel like he deserves the power, especially his friend Davros, who has a pretty sad story because he was born in Kung Lam, and he should technically have that power because he's been fighting for it, but Danny comes along, this outsider, and is like, yeah, I am the chosen one, I got the power, and now he's like, this is unfair, like, I trained my whole life, dude had a very tragic backstory, he was abused and all that, and he turns into a villain in season 2, he fights Danny, and Danny's powers get stolen from him in season 2. So he becomes the Iron Fist in season 2, and Danny has no powers in season 2. And guess how it ends, dude? Guess how it ends?
I'm guessing he dies.
Who?
Danny, because we don't see him at all. Iron Fist.
So this guy takes Danny's powers away, but then
Uh
Danny
huh.
is like going through this like crisis of like, maybe I don't deserve this power after all. Let me give it to my girlfriend Carlene. So the series ends with his
Colleen.
girlfriend. I think that's how you say her name. It's her. So this girl who is like a fighter and all that, just a normal person, he gives the power to her, and now she's the Iron Fist, and they kind of just,
What?
yeah, it's they kind of wrap it up quickly. I think the show got cancelled. It's the only show of 10 episodes because all the other Netflix shows have about 13 episodes, but this one only had 10. It got cancelled. I don't think people liked it very much. Yeah. Then Danny Rand is in China with his childhood friend buddy, and he has powers again, but no one knows where he got it from. It's kind of very weird how it ends.
See, so he loses his power, gives it to his, not lose it, he gives it to his girlfriend. He goes to China and he gets his powers back.
Pretty much, yeah.
What? That's a bit confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing. You need to watch the show, but to understand it, you might understand it more than I did, but I didn't really.
I do know in the comics is that there's different versions of Iron Fist. Like anyone
Yeah.
could be, not anyone, but like it's not just the main. It's like Peter Parker being Spider Man. But anyone could be. In this case, Iron Fist.
Yeah, you can transfer the power to anyone. It's like
Yeah.
the Titan powers. You can just give it to another human if you want to. But like this is another show where I don't. It doesn't have any impact on the MCU, dude. It's like it's fun to watch, but you can skip it. And
Wow.
then
Do you know what? Out of all of them, I think this show had like the most potential because of Iron Fist is like a big character.
yeah,
Like he's bigger than Daredevil and Punisher. Just definitely Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. But wow, I'm surprised this one actually flopped.
yeah. A lot of people didn't really like Iron Fist. You know, like looking at the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. Iron Fist, Rotten. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let me just get it up. So Rotten Tomatoes, Iron Fist is 37% and 66% on the audience meter.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Although season 2 was rated a little bit better. I thought season 2 was fine, you know. It all depends if you like these characters, dude, you know. I would say watch
I
Defenders.
do. Defenders?
If
Oh, I forgot about the team up. Oh my days, bro! I forgot about the team up show they'd done.
so, I feel
That
like
was
this
the
show is
Defenders.
probably the best way for you to determine whether or not you want to watch these shows because
It's
it's
like the Netflix Avengers, bro. That's
pretty
what I
much,
see in the
yeah.
Defenders as.
It's only 8 episodes long, and it gives you like a great sort of not a recap, but like a good refresher on who these characters are, and it's a great like advertisement for their shows essentially. So you could just watch those 8 episodes and be like, do I want to watch these shows or not? You know?
You know what this reminds me of? Did you watch The Flash back in the day
No.
when it was airing? So back then there was The Flash, there was Supergirl, um, and there's probably other shows as well. And and the Arrow, the Green Arrow. So what they did was they did tie-in episodes just to boost ratings. So you'll see the Flash on the Arrow, and then you see the Arrow on the Flash, even though these series are independent from each other and have their own stories going on. But then, they would occasionally do like a tie-in, one-off tie-in episode where they'll have to fight a very unique enemy. That's what I feel like the Defenders are doing, bro. They're just like a giant advertisement for Netflix and the other characters. Like if you like Daredevil, oh, then you will like Iron Fist. That's basically what I see this as.
It's
Just
pretty much
more eyes on
that.
the character.
Yeah, it's an advertisement for their shows. So maybe like watch an episode or two and see if you want to
Was the
continue.
so what exactly was the Defenders about, and who was the main bad guy in it?
It was like it's this organization called the Hand. There's like a big earthquake in New York, and that's what brings them all together because it affects everyone. And then they have to fight the Hand, who are these like ninja assassins who are killing people and all that. It's a whole thing, dude. To be fair, I don't even know who the Hand is and why they're important because I kind of just binged it all in one go. So they all
Yeah,
kind of
'cause there's only
merged
8
together.
episodes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that
I mean,
fair
looking at
enough.
these characters, do you want to like ever continue like
No,
this
I
show?
think I am. I'm done with the TV series now. I am done.
Yeah. I think after, yeah.
Unless
Sorry.
sorry, it is a character from the movies that transition to a TV series. Like if it's a character I like Spider-Man, which will never happen. Like it's like a Spider-Man caliber or an Iron Man, Captain America, those type of big characters doing like a TV series, I would tune in, but not if it's like a low-level superhero. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I mean, after watching all of this, I can say with certainty that none of this is going to impact the MCU. It is like the MCU impacts the show, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
essentially.
Did
Daredevil,
you watch it? What about the other Marvel TV series? Did you watch The Shield?
no, just these Netflix shows.
Oh,
That's all
okay,
I
okay.
saw, yeah. And The Punisher as well, I saw that. If you want to watch Born
Oh,
Again,
The
you kind of
Punisher.
probably do need to watch Punisher because it's going to be confusing. It's going to be like, whoa,
That is
like,
also true.
yeah,
Yeah,
because you're like, why does Matt Murdock know this violent criminal? You're like, why is he
yeah.
buddies with him? You're going to be so confused, you know.
To be fair, in the comic books, right? They do have like panels where this character will show up out of the blue. You're like, okay, and you just accept it. You don't even
Okay.
question it or whatnot. So I think if that does happen, if I ever watch the Born Again series and Punisher shows up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's cool. I'm not
I
gonna
feel like
question it
you'd
or.
probably, yeah, it's probably season 2 that you need to watch for Daredevil because that's kind of how it
Oh, okay.
affects, because that's where their sort of dynamic grew from, not Punisher. Punisher is like each season is kind of its own thing. It's a bit like Mission Impossible. Although there is like an overarching story involving his like best friend, which gets resolved in the final episode.
Okay.
Possibly the most
It is
violent
funny.
show out of all of them.
Yeah,
It's
because like
very
it's
dark.
it is his superheroes using
Yeah,
weapons.
it's a very brutal, bloody show. Very gory. But yeah, that's all those Netflix shows.
Wowza. And Daredevil is easily your favorite, then I assume.
I think it is probably the best of the shows.
Yeah.
I do like Frank's character as well, the Punisher. Like,
Yeah,
he's
I hear
also,
more positive stuff about
yeah,
Punisher than Daredevil.
yeah. He's a very morally grey character. Like, very
I
morally
know he
grey.
hates cops.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's all of that. Yeah, so MCU stuff, like, I think watching these shows have made me realize that I don't think I'm going to watch any more of these Marvel TV shows. I think I'm glad I saw it, but I think I'm done. I think I'm like, you know what? I don't need to watch this.
Yeah, no,
Because I
I
think
understand. It's too much. It's too much television as well.
it's not even that. It's also like knowing that it's part of the MCU. I had to like keep tricking myself that, oh, it's its own thing. It's its own thing. But it's kind of like, oh gosh, at the same time Punisher is happening, I think Civil War
Right.
happened at the
Yeah.
same
What? Yeah.
time.
Like there's an earthquake. Yeah, you mentioned there's an earthquake
Then,
in New York.
yeah,
There's no Spider-Man to
there's no
investigate it, but
Spider-Man
you have
there.
these characters. I
Yeah,
understand what you
like
mean.
Spider-Man's not there. He should be there. Like, he should be
Yeah.
swinging, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
even in Born Again, I'm surprised he isn't in it, because Kingpin is like, oh, there's all these vigilantes like Daredevil and Spider-Man. I can't stand them. But he's not even in
They
it.
name drop Spider-Man.
He doesn't say Spider-Man. He's like the man
Oh.
with the spider symbol.
Wait, oh come on! Just say
Yeah.
Spider-Man, dude. He's advertised as Spider-Man. Everyone calls
Yeah.
him Spider-Man. Come
It's
on.
you kind of expect him to be swinging. That's the problem with that, because it's like that. It at the same time, it's also cool because it shows us how big the world is. You know, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in New York. There's a lot of different issues going on. You know, it's kind of like that. But if you don't like these characters, then you're not gonna care about it. It's one of the reasons why I quit Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is also like, it's kind of like, there are tiers to the MCU. There's like the main movies like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man. That's like tier 1. Tier 2 is the Netflix shows like Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones. And then tier 3, which is at the bottom, is S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, in my opinion.
But have you seen Shield?
I saw the first 3 seasons of it.
Whoa. Okay, that's okay. Fair
But
enough.
this
yeah,
was
that's a lot.
many years ago. Many years ago.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, 3 seasons is a lot of it.
After season 3, I gave up because I was like, okay, they kind of connected to the MCU, but now they're doing their own thing. And from what I'm hearing, like in the final season, they're introducing time traveling and alternative dimensions. So like they are doing their own thing, dude. It's kind of like, okay, they're in a different timeline, I think, towards the end, which is kind of interesting, but also like pointless. Because I kind of watched it because I was hoping they would show up in the Avengers to help out, but
Yeah.
I think the day that made me quit S.H.I.E.L.D. was when I watched Endgame and none of these characters showed up. Like, no reunion with Phil Coulson and with the Avengers. Like, it was kind of disappointing.
That is disappointing because I liked him in the Avengers. Every time he showed up in the Avengers, and then all of a sudden he's completely irrelevant.
Yeah,
He's
because
not brought back
yeah,
in-
at the end of Endgame, you see Nick Fury, I think. He's at the funeral. I kind of wanted Phil Coulson to be like, hey, Nick, long time no see, but you don't see that.
Yeah,
It's
that's annoying.
That's why I quit, because it's like
Because yeah,
it doesn't matter.
because we see him die right in Avengers,
Yeah.
but apparently he survived it, and he's in a TV show. But if you've never seen a TV show, you would never know he survived it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like whoa, you know, if you just jumped into episode 1, you'd be shocked to see him alive. You'd be like, what? How did you? There's a whole storyline with why he's alive in the first place. But it gets weird, you know. Season 1 is so disappointing because you think it's going to lead to the reveal of this is why, but then it's this weird exposition dump of this program which is very confusing, and then they never really bring it up again. I think they will in the finale episodes, but I never watched it. I gave up after season 3.
Damn, that's
Just because
how long did it go on for? Was it like 6 seasons?
I think it was 7 seasons, maybe.
Seven
Let me just confirm
seasons!
that. How many Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. seasons are there? Yeah, 7 seasons. I was right. And it has no impact on the MCU. It's pretty much like like those DVD special features where it has like deleted scenes or like extra footage.
Yeah.
This is what this show is. It's kind of like if you want to see
that's not a good. Oh, that's
like
awful.
more, because there's an episode in S.H.I.E.L.D. where, you know, that Thor lady, you know, Thor's friend from Thor: The Dark World, she falls down to earth and she has memory loss, and then the gang are like, let's try to make her remember who she is again, you know.
No, that's like a filler from One Piece or
Yeah.
Naruto or something.
It's like that.
Dude.
And then there's an episode
so
where
bad.
it's set after Thor: The Dark World and they're cleaning up. Or, you know, when they're in London where Thor's battling those demi-gods or whatever they are.
Yeah.
There's an episode where it's set literally a day after and the shield agents are just sweeping up the place. It's kind of like these guys really are like the bottom of the barrel. Like, you kind of feel bad because it's like they don't really get their time to shine in terms of like being part of the main MCU cast, but I guess they wanted to do their own thing, you know. There are some twists that I do like, you know, like you don't see coming, and it does tie into the Winter Soldier, but that happened in season 1. Like that doesn't happen in season 2 or 3 anymore. It's only season 1. Season 1 is the only season that is connected to the MCU sort of, but then they kind of like are like, yeah, let's just do our own thing. The last MCU reference they made was Tony and Captain America splitting up in Civil War. They're in the bar being like, yeah, I kind of predicted this was going to happen, but what can we do? And then just moved on. It's what it is.
Does suck.
Yeah.
It fell off completely.
People seem to like it though. Like, people say it gets better each season, but I'm like, from what I'm hearing, I don't like it. Time traveling, alternative dimensions, it's, I don't know. It's not for me. Also, I did think Skye was going to be part of the Avengers. I thought for a long time she was going to join the Avengers, but she doesn't. Like, it's a letdown in my opinion.
I understand the reason not to is because they're gonna, if they do end up being in Avengers, they're gonna be like, who the hell is that person? It would have been too confusing for audiences, in my opinion.
And I think the way the MCU are going now, they are trying to just focus on the movies. Like, I don't think they've ever referenced the shows, except in Ant-Man, where I think at the end they mention like some of the Defenders, you know, like, you know, that guy who's talking. You know, what was his name? The funny guy. I forgot his name. Funny guy. Him.
Is it the Mexican guy?
Yeah, this dude.
Yeah. The van.
You know, at the end where he does like the whole story, like, so I went to this and did that and all that. Yeah, the recap dude. Yeah. There's a scene where a character in the recap is like talking about, I know a guy who swings, I know a guy who climbs, I know a guy who hits walls really hard. He's referencing the Defenders in that moment, essentially. Because this movie,
so it wasn't like a big thing.
No, it's like a wink, wink. You know,
wink, wink. Yeah, I hate wink, winks, dude. It's not enough.
Yeah, but honestly, I like the Daredevil stuff. At least that was fun, but everything else is kind of like, it was okay. I didn't
see. At least Daredevil showed up in Spider-Man. That was hype.
Yeah, that was hype.
He was like representing Peter Parker. That was sick.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was actually cool.
And the fact that Daredevil is the only guy who has 5 seasons worth of television, it just shows you that people prefer him over the other Defenders. You know, is what it is.
True, that is true.
Is what it is. But yeah, after hearing all of this stuff about the Defenders one more time, are you gonna ever see these characters again? Or are you gonna watch them? Their shows?
Probably. It's just too much commitment, man.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot.
It's just too much time.
Because I watched it last year. I watched like 2 episodes a day, so that's why I eventually caught up. What made you start
watching it, by the way?
What Daredevil. It was Daredevil Born Again. There was a scene in the trailer for Born Again where the Punisher basically throws Daredevil on a wall and he's like, who are you, Red? Who are you, Red? And it was really intense, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on with these two? So I was like, let me watch Daredevil, and then I was like, okay, let me watch Jessica Jones, you know, because it kind of ties into that, and it's, you know, it was still a fun watch, and also it's R-rated, so they do more interesting stuff with the action, but yeah, I guess it really was because I wanted to see Born Again, you know. That's why. But now that I've seen it,
that clip that you've seen, well, okay.
Pretty much, yeah. I've seen it once, I'll never see it again. Like, I will. This is a show a series of shows I will never rewatch again. I will never ever go back to this again.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I might not even rewatch like any of
I
these
don't
like
think you.
TV shows.
I don't think you will remember it in a few
No,
years'
I don't
time.
even remember the events of Daredevil season 1. Like, I remember there was the whole sensei guy who trained Matt, and I forgot about him. And it wasn't until Born Again that I realized that, oh yeah, he died, the sensei guy. I forgot about that. Because he's the guy who pretty much told Matt to, team up with the Defenders and to be the leader. And yeah,
Okay.
it's a whole thing. But now Daredevil Born Again is kind of like this revival of the series. So you don't really need to watch any of this. It's kind of like new people can just jump in and be like, what's going on with Daredevil and Kingpin? Oh yeah, you need to see Hawkeye to understand why Wilson Fisk is walking about. But then again, you don't need to see it. It's weird. You can if you want, but you don't need to. They kind of retcon a lot of stuff from Daredevil with Wilson Fisk.
You may as well spoil what happens in Hawkeye.
Did you see it? Hawkeye in 2021?
No.
So Hawkeye, blah, 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 stuff happens. There's this woman called, I think her name is Echo. This one. She has a TV show as well. And she's basically on this revenge killing spree to kill Hawkeye because she thinks Hawkeye killed her father. But then there's this twist reveal that it was actually the man who raised her, because after her father died, Kingpin took her under her wing and was like, I will be there for you. And then she finds out that it was him, and she shoots him in the head, he dies. But then in the TV show Echo, he's alive again, and no one knows how he survived. But then there's like a whole thing of him, I don't know, the doctors do something with his eye, they just patch him up. And the more I think about it, it doesn't really have much of an impact on Born Again. Echo feels like a filler arc of an anime. It's probably one of the least and most compelling shows because the action is pretty good, but the story is kind of like whatever,
And that's like the main villain for Hawkeye?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, she's the main villain. But then she becomes like a anti-hero. Then the show is basically her being redeemed, essentially. Like having a redemption arc.
Okay.
The final episode is weird because they hate her, but then they end up liking her after everything she did. It's, I don't know. It's just kind of like a weird ending.
She looks familiar. Who plays Echo?
I have no idea. What is her name? I appreciate
Olivia Munn.
I appreciate the show being short. I will say that. Her name
6
is
episodes.
Alakoio Cox.
Cox.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like Olivia Munn.
Okay. Well, the show was only 5 episodes long, and I do appreciate that it's short.
Okay.
That's the one positive, but it is weird. It's very, it's got references to like Acolyte, the Star Wars show. There's like a whole thing where she is connecting to her ancestors who were like these spiritual people, and she gets superpowers as well. Like
They didn't need to make a TV show based on this character.
No.
That was dumb.
I don't even know if we're going to see her again. I think this is probably the last time. I don't
didn't
think
even know she existed.
I don't know if she was.
I didn't even know. What the heck? I didn't even know this character was a thing.
There's a certain group of people out there that don't like her for, the obvious reasons. Like. But the show was not as bad as they made it out to be. I thought it was going to be like the bottom of the barrel bad, but it was watchable. It was watchable, but I got bored. It was just boring. It's just a boring show, but it had cool action.
Yeah, it's very hard to like proper character who's like like realistically unknown into like mainstream. That's an impossible task.
Pretty much.
They were never going to be able to achieve that.
But yeah, I don't know if it's worth watching any of these shows, to be honest, because Doomsday are just like, they're doing their own thing. They're like continuing Endgame, apparently, from what I'm hearing.
Wait, what's happening in Doomsday?
I don't know, I'm just like, the way the trailers look, it looks like they're just continuing the events of Endgame
Oh, right, yeah.
with Steve Rogers. So the more I think about it, like, if Doomsday and Secret Wars resets the MCU, then what was the point of like all of Phase 4 and 5? You know, it's
Phase 4, yeah, Endgame. Yeah, because it's happening too soon, right?
yeah.
Because Phase 4, in our minds, just ended. And now
Oh no, we're on Phase 6, aren't we? Actually, sorry,
we're on Phase
because
6.
that started with
Because we didn't
Captain
get no big
America.
Avengers film. We didn't get
Yeah,
no big Avengers film. That's
that's
why it
why.
feels too soon. It's weird, dude.
Although
Yeah.
Thunderbolts
I think this
kind
is
of,
why it
yeah,
needs to reset. Because
yeah,
it's so muddled up right now with like characters in different places and all this stuff. Like, yeah, Doctor Strange doing his own damn thing and he's got another eye and all this stuff. Yeah, come on.
yeah. It's this is why I don't think you should even watch those TV shows, because it doesn't even really impact the movies. You know.
Yeah. And did you hear about Blade?
Oh
They
yeah,
having yeah, I think that's cancelled now. I think.
it sounds like it's cancelled. It sounds like it.
Yeah, there ever will be one Blade. There will only ever be one Blade. It was right, dude.
He was correct. He was correct. Yeah, this is the article. They have no urgent sense on developing a Blade film, which is wild.
There will only ever be one Blade.
Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, did you hear about the sad news about Catherine Hara? Is that her name? Catherine O'Hara? Hara?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her in anything. Or maybe I have. I don't recognize her.
She was the Home Alone mom. She voiced.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
really?
Kevin. That's her.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay, that's sad.
and she was the mom from Beetlejuice 1.
Yeah.
She also voiced Sally in the Nightmare Before Christmas film, which is also a pretty big movie.
Damn. What a career.
Very sad. Very sad. Damn, Stranger Things ended a whole month ago. That is crazy.
Time is just moving way too quickly, dude. So weird.
The more I think about the ending, the more I actually like the way a certain character's story ended. I won't say who it is, but there's this one character who throughout the series is very much like, I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. It's my end. He's like the Reiner of the series, where he just thinks he's gonna die every time. But then,
Reiner of the series.
pretty much.
Reiner's just survived it. Oh,
But then
that's
he
so
ends up
true.
surviving.
Who's this character?
I don't want to spoil it, because I don't want to, like,
You just showed me.
yeah.
You just showed me Vecna get his head chopped off, dude. Yeah, it's okay to spoil it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not my fault. It's Hollywood Handle. Like,
Yeah,
they spoiled
true,
it.
true.
But I mean, I don't know if you're ever going to see the show, are you?
I'm telling you now because I haven't seen the show. That name you're gonna give it to me. I'm not gonna remember it.
Yeah. So this dude, like, yeah, he thinks he's gonna die, but then in the end he doesn't, and it ends up being the person who he was protecting all this time, and it's like, oh, this is the person who's gonna die in the end. It's a very bittersweet ending, you know. It's like, oh damn, like after all that, that sucks, you know. But I do like it because it makes him want to, you know, appreciate life and all that jazz.
I don't know. Who is this, Steve?
Who's this Steve? Him.
Who? Who? Who's the one that's worried about? Who's the Ryan of the series?
Oh, I don't want to spoil it because
No, it's okay, dude. It's okay.
all right, it's Harper. You know, the detective.
Harper,
Yeah,
detective. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's him.
Bro, I know he's not dead, man.
Yeah, like this dude went to Russia and back, and he's still alive. Like, my gosh,
Why did he go to Russia?
oh, that's a
Oh, because Russia were
whole.
opening their Russia were the underground thing I heard or something.
Yeah, they were doing their own thing, and
Yeah.
oh, that was a whole thing. But yeah, that's that. Damn, it's been 30 years since Dragon Ball Z ended. That's crazy.
Wow, I feel yikes. That's crazy.
That is insane. It's weird because people feel so nostalgic over this show, but to me, it's like a new show because I watched it in 2024 for the first time. So it's like I just view it as a new show to me. You know, I don't have that nostalgia for this show.
Funnily enough, we were speaking about piracy, right?
Oh yeah,
And it's nearly impossible to get a version of Dragon Ball Z that you want, that has the soundtrack you want, but also the right color grading you want. So I don't know why I'm going to admit to this, but I did recently torrent 1 terabyte of Dragon Ball Z episodes,
oh really?
where I can use like different soundtracks for it. I could watch the original Japanese, or I could choose from 3 different English dubs. I could use the English dub of the Japanese soundtrack, or I could use the Ocean dub, 4 Kids dub, or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's pretty sick options, and the color grading is fixed, so it's no more like washy. It's no more orange tint. It's actually like white. Like the skin's actually white, not orange. That's pretty cool. And you can't buy that anywhere, you know?
Oh yeah,
Where
that's
to
true.
purchase that?
And if it was available, it'd be very expensive. Like I remember buying those
Yeah,
Blu-rays. I had to send them back because of the price.
yeah, dude, I can imagine like over 100 quid or something.
More than that.
More than that,
Yeah.
yikes.
Because it's like £25 a set,
Aye.
you know, and each set is like 26 episodes. It's depending on if you're watching Kai or the original one, you're going to end up spending a lot of money, dude. A lot.
Yikes.
Moving on from all of that, The Incredibles, the Pixar film from 2004, is now added to the National Film Registry, which is only for movies to have a cultural or historic importance and must be preserved for future generations. So that's a pretty big deal for this movie, you know?
That's nice. I like the Incredibles.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the better Pixar films in my opinion.
Yeah, because the Pixar back then was like on like a streak of like 10 out of 10s, dude. It was so good.
Yeah. It was
Do you
that
know a
era.
film that doesn't get as much recognition as it should? Like Toy Story,
Oh yeah.
like Incredibles, is Meet the Robinsons.
Oh yeah. I think people on
I
TikTok love that. That's a very
I love
popular
that film, dude.
TikTok.
I don't see it on Twitter or anything.
Oh,
Damn.
well, you gotta be on TikTok, dude. Like people
Oh
are
no, bro!
gassing.
Uninstall TikTok, bro. TikTok is trash now.
Why do you don't
Yo,
like it?
no, because it's owned by Americans now, and all you see is like Israeli propaganda now. So they just
Depending on your
remove that.
algorithm, I don't get any of that. I just get like movie and just average, basic discussions. It depends what you follow. If you follow the news, that's all you're gonna get.
Well, it's all censored as well. I think that's why people are left. You can't speak about Israel. You can't speak about Epstein for some weird reason. You can't like talk about any of it. It gets
You, yeah,
restricted. It's
kind of
very
and
strange.
kind of not. Like people can get
Really, you
away.
still see stuff like that?
Yeah, I have seen stuff like that. Like
Oh,
people are
annoying.
still wishing death upon you know who and all that.
Really?
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that lately.
I see it a lot on X. X is bad for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Meet the Robinsons. That was a goated film. Loved the film as a kid.
And that twist, bro, I'd never seen that coming.
Oh
That
yeah,
twist is
I think that was like the
so
first
good.
plot twist that I ever saw.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I might have to go and rewatch this. This is such a classic. Because there's like two big twists that you don't see coming. It's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, Wilbur being the dad, and then Goob being the bowler hat dude.
Yeah, man, amazing.
But moving on from
It
all of
gives
that.
me
Oh, sorry.
it gives me Kakarot and Broly vibes because he kept waking up the kid. He wouldn't let the kid sleep,
Oh yeah, pretty
and
much
so he
that.
gets revenge
Yeah.
on him. So Broly is like he's because he kept crying.
Honestly, that might be
Kakarot
one
kept
of the
crying.
best messages in any film that I've ever seen. Where it's like, it's very true to real life. It's very
Keep
much
moving forward. I love
people
that.
only
Yeah.
think about the bad, and because of that, they end up becoming, the bowler hat dude. Just obsessing about all the negativity. But if he just sort of like forgot about that one baseball game, he could have become a different person. It's like, I always like those types of stories where you think what could have happened if this person didn't choose to do this or do that.
Yeah.
Cool story. But moving on from that, I'm trying to find like an article about it. But I've been seeing a lot of like talk about how DVDs and Blu-rays are making a comeback lately.
Really?
Yeah. Like people are starting to get back into it.
With what is there's like a specific film?
No, it's
Like
just
if
people
like
are
specific.
nostalgic of the past. It's like people want to,
Oh.
go back to like,
I've seen it for like old consoles. I didn't know about VHS and that, but
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
definitely for like
VHSs.
old.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I used to be very into physical media, but there's, a lot of people online are very much, physical is better, and I do get it, but I think for me it's the price. Like you do want to like
That is
own a
also
TV
true.
show or a movie, but like, you look at the price tag and you're like, ooh, ooh.
I think I think DVDs are better than VHSs. It's more of a headache to own a VHS because of the
Oh,
way you have to rewind everything. That was a headache. And with DVDs, you just plug it in, menu, start, chapter one or whatever, and boom, right there. Don't have to
yeah.
rewind anything.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this stuff about like, oh, you shouldn't have like digital stuff because it could be deleted and all that. But that's all very what if scenarios, like what if it could be
Yeah.
deleted. I have whatchamacallit, Interstellar that I bought back in 2016 on Google,
Yeah.
and it's still there. But there are DVDs that I can't even find in my collection that got
Oh
lost.
no.
You know, they're either lost or broken. You know, I tried playing the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film, but it just couldn't play. It had like a crack on it. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
it was my
Yeah.
fault
It's
because
fun.
I bought it for cheap years ago. So I was,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's
I
stuff
give
like
you
that.
one. I give you one scary thing about digital products, right? Because I don't think you actually own them. I think you're just licensing them. No.
Yeah, it is like a license. But I mean, for me, I still have all of mine, so it's, and I've had them since I
Yeah.
was a teen, so it's like, eh,
That's. I think once you buy it, I think you're okay, and yeah, you should be okay with that. With video games, it gets a bit dicey because some games are online only, where you have to play it and you have to be connected to the internet to play it. And then even if you pay for it for like £60, buy the game, play it, a year from now they could just shut down the servers and there's nothing you can do. You wasted £60 and any in-app purchases like for like buying cosmetics or whatnot, spending all
yeah.
this much money on the game, and then yeah, they can just decide to shut down the servers and there's nothing you can do about it.
I suppose
And
it's
yeah, I'm trying to
only,
think.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like films. Is it like a situation with that with like films and TV shows, digital only movies and TV shows? I
Yeah,
don't think there is. I think
so
it's
I
I think it's
think
only video
for like
games
Netflix, there
potentially.
were a couple of shows that keep getting removed, and you know,
Oh right, because you're buying
yeah,
the subscription and then
yeah,
yeah,
they keep
true. I
taking it
guess in
off.
that sense,
Yeah, they keep doing that. Like, and then people are mad about it, and then it comes back, and then it goes off. You know, but that
yeah,
only is a problem if you are going to rewatch it. You know, like these days I only watch things once. Now I don't really have the time to go back and rewatch stuff anymore. You know, when the new 28 Years movie came out, and I didn't even bother rewatching any of the other ones. I just saw a recap online and just jumped into it, you
yeah.
know. So, same with video games. If you're going to replay them again, I suppose it's only an issue if you're going to replay them. Like, play them once and I'm good to go, you know. I don't need to go back. I don't think I've ever really replayed a game before. Apart from Sonic.
Sonic was good, specifically Sonic 3, man. I love Sonic 3.
They're little fun games, and even Angry Birds every now and again. Speaking of Sonic and Angry Birds, did you see the new Mario?
Angry Birds. Oh yeah, no. Did you hear about Angry Birds though?
No, I didn't.
If you downloaded the app and played it, there was your SSN number. Like if you own the phone, the SSN number is like a unique ID for your phone. They would for some reason store it on their cloud servers,
Damn.
and then yeah, like why? And then if I think they got hacked one time, and then all that information was out there in the public. Very messed up. Just for downloading that game and playing it.
Damn.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, Mario was.
Oh
Just
yeah, so Mario's got a new trailer, doesn't it? Like the new trailer for the Mario movie.
I've still not seen the first one. You know.
You haven't seen the first? Oh,
No,
damn.
no. I kind of fell off on it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like Chris Pratt's Mario voice, and I didn't like this version of Peach. To be honest with you, as well. So it's very.
I've never played the
I don't
game,
want to. I
so.
don't gonna. I don't want to say the word. I don't. It's woke.
Oh, you mean how
It's
she's like a fighter and all that?
yeah. It's not my
Is that
Mario,
not what
dude.
she is in the games? Is she not like
No,
a
because she's a
fighter?
princess that needs. She's the princess that needs. She's in the castle. You know, she's locked up in another castle. That's my
Okay.
Princess Peach. You know what I'm saying?
So like Sleeping Beauty, essentially.
Kind of, but she's not that pathetic.
Huh. I kind of liked her in the film. Like, I thought she was cool. I thought she was like, okay, she's like training Mario to be this fighter, and she's not really in
But
it. She's just like a trainer, and
yeah,
then she just
It's
you
I
know.
like the silence in Nintendo games because Nintendo games they aren't fully voice acted, but once you give them dialogue, it's so weird, man.
Huh.
Hearing them speak, I don't like it because when you play the Mario games, Mario is silent for most of it. All you hear is like the sound effects of him jumping and like hitting stuff, and that's it. Like whee! But like
Interesting.
giving him Pratt voice, bro, very jarring and weird. It's
Okay.
can't do it, man. But this is all Nintendo's fault for not giving him a voice in the first place.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I kind of didn't mind it. I just, again, I've never really played the game, so I don't know what he really sounds like. I just see images of him every now and again. So me watching this film is like the first time me really diving into this
Yeah, yeah,
world, you know. So
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
sort of
Oh, but
taking it for what
yeah,
it is, and you know, I like Mario, I like Peach, I like Luigi. No, Luigi is a bit disappointing because he wasn't really in it that much. He got kidnapped for most of the film, and
oh,
then
he was the
he,
Princess Peach of that film.
yeah, like he and the other one got kidnapped for a bit of it. Then they escaped, and then they team up at the end. They become like supersonic characters at the end of the movie, and then they beat the bad guy. It was kind of a fun, cool moment.
Oh,
Yeah. So he kind of is and not, but again, I don't know the whole lore behind Princess Peach and all that, so I didn't really care about all of that. I just sort of accepted it for what it was, you know. I don't remember
is
people
that a
hating
real?
it.
Is that a real casting? Is Danny DeVito playing Wario? Is that real? Am I seeing there? It's on the second row.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Not seeing it though.
Far right on the second row, no?
Far right on the second row. Ah, here. Is that true? I don't
I don't
know.
know. But that's like a good casting, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah, that's
Let
good
me have a
casting.
look. Wario. I don't know about
Well, but the
that.
Wario's not even no, actually, because Wario's not even in this film. I don't even know why they even shown that.
I've seen that character
Never
before,
mind.
but yeah.
Yeah, never mind. This is totally fan casting. That's not real.
Yeah, Danny
Wario's
is
not
not
even
in
in
it.
this. While Luigi's not even in this. Wario.
No, it's just Bowser and Toad and Bowser Jr. and Kamek and Rosalina and
And
yeah.
Yoshi.
People are mad about the Rosalina voice because it's Brie Larson doing it.
Which is stupid, but people are angry about that. She's
Again,
a huge Nintendo fan.
yeah. Again, it's just social media outrage for social media outrage.
Yoshi.
Huh.
Yoshi. Sorry.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, the art looks pretty good in the movie. It's pretty decent.
Yoshi.
Looks pretty decent.
I love you. I love Yoshi, man.
Huh. I'm surprised you haven't seen the film, you know? I thought you wanted to see this adaptation. I mean, you
No,
have,
I did. I
but
did
you
try. I
you
did try.
but you gave up
I
on
tried.
it.
I gave it
Yeah.
a good try. Just it wasn't for me, man.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's kind of like the Sonic films because I hated the first two Sonic films, but then you have like Jim Carrey in it, and Jim Carrey was amazing and funny.
Yeah, these movies are
It-
bad, in my opinion. I think they're really boring, you know?
except Sonic 3, bro.
Sonic 3 was
Sonic
better.
3
It was a lot better,
was
yeah.
amazing.
I've seen it twice. The first two
It
are
was
just...
so good. You're so good. You see number 3 twice, bro.
Yep, pretty much. The problem I have with Sonic is that it's for kids, you know. It's very much like I'm a
Mario's
child,
for kids.
you know. It's I don't know, like
Mario's
the whole
for kids as well, though.
yeah, but for Sonic it's like he has these guardians, you know, like these parents figures. Sonic doesn't really have that in the games or the cartoons. He's very much a a loner type of dude. He's on his own.
Yeah, I
He's
don't like that. I don't like how he's like a pet to
Yeah, he's
these
like a
human
pet.
characters.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
he's
That's
like the
weird.
chipmunks. Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's kind of the vibe. I
Yeah,
get
he
it.
is like Alvin and the Chipmunks,
You
bro.
know,
Yeah, that's the
you
one
got
thing I
your
don't like either.
Theodore, you got your Simon, you got your Alvin. It's very much like that.
Yeah, I agree. He should be independent. He doesn't need to be carried. He doesn't need to be looked after
Yeah.
by freaking
It's
Cyclops.
every time they come in, I'm like, ah. It just kind of ruins it. I like the scenes when
I think
he's on his own.
Yeah, I think that's why the third movie was so good because there was less human scenes,
Yeah, that's why I liked it a lot.
and then the fight with Sonic and Shadow.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
That
And
was
then
cool.
the video game music like locks in when they like high five each other
Oh,
to
live and
Supersonic.
learn. Yeah.
Live and learn, dude. Oh, shit.
I know
They cooked, bro.
they
They were
did.
fans of the games, you know.
They
Come
did
on.
cook. They did cook. They did indeed cook with that. They did. But now we've got Sonic 4. Amy is going to be in it, and that's going to
Yeah,
be cool.
Amy. That was crazy, yeah.
Amy's a weird character. I remember her from the anime Sonic X, but wasn't a big fan of her. She was very simpy over Sonic, always running after him. Like, she never really felt like a character, from what I remember. So I do hope that they make her more of a character in this. Damn, there's so much AI. It's crazy.
I don't know how they will top film 3, in all honesty. I think it'll be trash.
They should have just ended it, It felt like
Yeah,
an
the
ending.
Amy tease was crazy. Yeah, because even in the games, bro, Amy's a trash character, man. I don't even know where you go from here. Because Shadow is the peak.
Yeah. I mean, isn't there
these
like
hedgehogs.
Silver? Silver the
There's
Hedgehog.
Silver, but I have no idea who Silver is.
And then there's Metal Sonic as well. That's going to come into the...
Well, Metal Sonic was in Sonic 3.
There was a movie with Metal Sonic called Sonic CD Movie. What was it called? It was from the
Metal
90s.
Sonic was in Sonic 3.
No, it was... Metal Sonic was in this. Like this movie.
No, but Metal Sonic was in Sonic 3.
Yeah. He was as well, yeah. I'm just saying that he was in this film as well. Like, this
okay.
anime.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, it is
Anime
what it is.
movie Sonic. Okay.
Yeah. It was like an OVA. Pretty wild take on Sonic. He's... From what I remember. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, this time next week, hopefully I'll be done with Daredevil, Born Again, and I'll hop into all the other stuff. I don't know what show I'll be watching next, though. I did want to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I keep jumping into the show and I just end up giving up on it,
JoJo, you didn't like JoJo? Because I've not seen it as well.
I did like the first arc, but the first 3 episodes of the second arc did bore me when they're in New York. I'm like, I'm falling asleep. Maybe that is because I watched it in dub. Maybe the acting wasn't as good, but I don't know. I just wasn't as invested.
Because like JoJo's is like a comedy show.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's worth watching in English.
Yeah.
Oh, but then again, I take that back because there was. Have you heard of Golden Boy?
Golden Boy.
Yeah, type in Golden Boy swimming scene, English dub. It is the most amazing voice acting you will ever hear. from an English voice actor, bro. It's amazing.
I've never even heard this
That's a
show.
comedy series.
Okay.
It's like a 90s like pervy comedy series.
It's one of those.
Only
Okay.
yeah, it's one of those.
Sounds
yeah.
like Rent a Girlfriend.
No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what it is. I've only seen the swimming scene, the swimming pool scene. He's trying to swim.
Yeah, it sounds like Rent a
And it's-
Girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll
sounds,
find it.
Yeah, it sounds just like that. Rent a Girlfriend.
Golden Boy swimming sub.
Swimming stuff.
Alright, I found it, bro. I found it. You're gonna watch it. It's only
Awesome.
40 seconds.
Cool.
It's only 40 seconds long. There you go. I sent it. Live reaction, man. Live reaction.
Wow.
Bro, that's dude. Come on.
Oh my
bro.
god.
Like, you know, One Piece doesn't have this type of voice acting, dude. Come
No.
on.
I mean, it kind of does actually, like that type of
Probably,
like voice.
So, how do you like my swimming?
I have heard characters that sound like that, but yeah, that was a funny scene. But yeah, I'll put that on the list of things I need to watch.
There's only 8 episodes, I think, as well. It's very short.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's good enough
Short,
to hear.
20 minutes, I think. Not seen it myself, but it's on my one to watch as well.
Awesome. That's cool to know. I might check that out. I haven't really watched a whole lot of anime these days.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I've only
apart
been
from
watching Jujutsu
apart from
Kaisen.
yeah, JJK, you know, and that's really it. Like at least for this year, that's all I've seen. You know, it's always been live action stuff, like mainly the Netflix Marvel shows and Stranger Things.
Yeah. I'm not, yeah. So when it comes to TVs and film show, like films, TV, live action anime, it's only Jujutsu Kaisen, dude. Literally, only Jujutsu Kaisen. Nothing else.
I suppose it's just not a whole lot of stuff, you know, out. You know, I think JJK really is that show, but Free Ran, I'm just not really feeling it. You know, I tried it and I was like, eh.
There is another series that is getting a lot of hype. And I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the show to be over. It's called Sentenced to Be a Hero. And the quality looks amazing, and it's only 4 episodes in.
Okay.
I don't know how long this season is, but I'm planning to watch the entire thing when it finishes.
Looks interesting. I'm guessing it's going to be 12 episodes long.
Yeah, potentially. That'll be disappointing.
Looks okay. It looks pretty decent. Oh, here we go. Is that fan serve? Oh dear. Actually, it's a male character. Yeah. So I suppose it's anti-fan service. Okay, there's no fan service nonsense.
So, yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, that's good then. I get kind of annoyed whenever it's a fan servicey show. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, like Shield Hero, bro. I dropped that. I dropped that after season 1.
That was my big problem with Code Geass. You know, I like the story, but man, just tone it down. I wish there was like a recut version of it without it. Especially when they're all like teenagers. It's kind of weird. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, because when I watched that show as a kid, right, Code Geass, and it was one of the earliest animes I've watched, so that concept of fan service wasn't the thing for me, and I just assumed every show, every anime show was like weird like this with like fan servicey, but no, it just right there in your face, fan service, an actual term. Yeah, it's very egregious. I was wearing a different lens watching Code Geass season 2.
Oh yeah. I need to rewatch this show one day. I forgot so much from it.
Has some of the best
much.
openings ever, bro.
Oh yeah, they were pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty fun. But yeah, I think that's like pretty much all of the topics on the podcast. Like this has been a long one, 2 hours and 50.
Long, yeah, dude.
250, damn, 250. The Super Bowl is meant to come out. Is it next week or the week after that? When's that coming out?
No idea.
Because that's when all the big trailers come out. So people are saying that Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day trailers will come out.
Spider-Man should absolutely be there, dude. Spider-Man, come on, where are you, man?
Yeah.
Where is Spider-Man?
I think it starts on, is it 8th of Feb?
8th of Feb. Oh.
Yeah. So that's the week after next.
Dude, January's already over. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. Absolutely mad. Where did all the time go? And hopefully we'll get some news updates for that. Because man, like, what's going on with the marketing for Sony? Like, Doomsday is in December, but Spider-Man is like July. Like, where are the teasers? You know,
it's reminding me of No Way Home. How we didn't get a single trailer for that until like near the release, right?
I think so.
They were very scarce of No Way Home. We didn't get to see anything.
Like, damn, like, it's like we're very close, you know, very close.
Yeah.
Got to get that trailer, but I'm guessing they want to be secretive of it. You know, they want to, because this is the movie before Doomsday, so maybe big things will happen in this movie that will set up for Doomsday. Yeah. Hopefully, that'd be cool. But who knows?
Oh, I did see Sam Raimi's statement on Spider-Man 4.
Oh yeah, and he wanted to do Batman as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but the recent thing about Spider-Man 4, about him doing Spider-Man 4, gives me hope that we might get one in the future.
I mean, yeah, I mean, wasn't his story already done in Spider-Man 3, you know?
Like, nope, because he was going to do a Spider-Man 4 and it got cancelled.
It did, yeah. But I mean, like, Peter's arc was kind of over. Like, he kind of forgave the killer of Uncle Ben, you know?
Yeah,
he and MJ had the dance together. Like, it was kind of...
Harry died. Yeah, you're right, actually. A lot of things happened.
It kind of, like, ended.
Doors closed in Spider-Man 3, you're right.
I just don't know what more you could do, you know?
Like, well, dude, what I'm hoping we get... I'm hoping we get, like, a Spider-Man where he has actual kids.
Oh, yeah.
And he's juggling parenting and heroism at the same time. That's what I want to see.
I think, yeah, that would be cool. But I feel like we'll see that with Tom more likely in the future than with Toby. Like, the way they are. Because Tom is the only one with 4 movies now, whereas Toby
Tom's
and Andrew...
too young. I don't think he'll get married in the...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Movies. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose...
But I think we won't... But with the reason why we're not getting Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 is because Tom Holland is Spider-Man currently.
Pretty much, yeah. So it'll be too confusing.
Sam Raimi's just waiting.
Yeah. Maybe for the reset to happen. Who knows?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Who knows? But cool. I think that's it for the podcast. I think we've done all the topics. That's been a long one.
3 hours.
Damn. That was a long podcast. It was a long one. 3 hours is crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. So JJK season 3 episode